Oh, okay, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to eat real quick. That food was good too. That's why you gotta teach them kids to cook, baby. You got to do less and less. Hey, oh, my stomach full. Definitely teach your children how to cook. It will pay off in the long run. That grandbaby been in here messing with everything. I don't know how little kids find all of everything. They find everything. You hear me? Everything. I got gas. So it might get a little rumbly over here. Just gonna tell y'all now. It might get a little rumbly over here. Just a little bit. Because Brussels sprouts, they do me like cabbage. Yes, honey. I've been, listen, I taught them kids to cook. Oh, I am. Girl, I ain't about to sit here with my stomach uncomfortable. So this might be the day y'all actually hear it. Because guess what? This stomach is a gas. I can feel it too. It'll be there in just a minute. It's gotta move on down. Yeah, it's gotta move on down. So I just saw that, listen, this stomach, baby. I'm gonna, listen, I told you I grew up in a house full of boys, so all that keep it cute stuff, I don't know nothing about that. Absolutely anything. Um, what was I getting ready to say? I see that the Chicago mayor, somebody said that they got the salt trucks out to put up roadblocks for ICE. Hello. Y'all hear what I said? That's pretty cool that the mayor is trying to do something to help his people. You know? Which is still probably gonna be stupid crazy because Trump want blood, y'all. Better out than in. Girl, you said what? Y'all can't smell it anyway. Oh, I know. And even if y'all could, we cousins. We got the same grandma. Somewhere down the line. We done been together for 4 years. If y'all come to this house and I got a poot, I'ma say excuse me, but I'm gonna poot. We is family now. I done been in the shower with y'all and everything. Definitely know I done been in there while y'all taking a dump sitting on a tub like this. Cause I know I'd have been to the bathroom with every last one of y'all. You hear me? And just sit on the tub like this, hold my nose while y'all taking a boo boo. I know how it go. Yep. Then had to hand you your soap through the shower and everything. Quit playing with me. Yeah. Yeah. Don't play with me. I already know what's going on here. Been in there where y'all lotioning up, getting dressed and stuff, please. Y'all gonna go through some stuff with me too, Lil. Listen. Is you better. All the stuff I done had to go through with y'all. Listen, I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. That seeing how expensive that food was, that is mind blowing to me. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. That's mind blowing to see that that food has gone up that much. 140 to 100 and what, $60 a bucket? We could have got 3 buckets, 3 or 4 buckets, depending on what we were buying for that price. And now is that for one. If you all remember, we talked about famine not always being, again, I'm going to say this, Listen, what's crazy is this. Famine is not always that there's no food. A lot of times famine is that you can't afford to buy enough food. You said I can't find the wood stove purchased on Amazon. You said you can't find the one you purchased? Really? They just might not be selling that specific one anymore. You know, Amazon sellers, they go with whatever the trends are. It's not on Amazon. It might not be, they might not have that specific kind though. Cause I know when I went back and was sending them to people, it's a lot of stuff that we bought ain't on there though. Or at least that kind. Remember though, because nobody was thinking about it. It's because nobody was thinking about that stuff. When we bought that stuff, wasn't nobody thinking about that stuff. So it was tons of all different kinds, and you know, hey, which is crazy in itself. I'm just grateful God thought of enough of us to warn us before it got crazy, you know? Mm, I really don't have no words. And it's not just because I'm sleepy. This is happening so quickly. And people are still just wanting to live their regular life like nothing is happening. They still think that, I hate to say it, protesting is about to do something. America needs to wake up. Hey, Chantel. America needs to wake up. You hear me? They don't give a damn about us walking in no damn street. Y'all see what the other countries is doing. Y'all see what the other countries is doing. They fighting back. We ain't did nothing. You said it's because of me. You feel prepared. God, though, Chantel, this is the thing, right? You're welcome. I'll take the obedience part, not being scared to tell people. But to the people that listened, right? To the people that listened, you got to pat yourself on the back because a lot of people came over here. A lot of people came to WOIU and listened in classes, and a lot of people, it wasn't just one. And they thought I was talking crazy because it wasn't happening yet. But remember, we talked about us not being the people that wait till it happened to try to prepare for it. This is why I can't see. That makes sense. All this stuff on my glasses. Paper towels. Oh, there go one. Good job. Hold on, y'all. My glasses is dirty. I'm like, why can't I see? Because it's all these smudges on here. That's why you can't. Okay. Better. Nothing in specific. I'm sorry, nothing specific. Um, that's so weird. I'm not used to nobody being on the other side of that door, which is really crazy. Things are more expensive now than when you told us to first buy. Yes, ma'am, they are. And it's so crazy because a lot of people have less money too. You said I got an indoor, I got an alert from Amazon saying the smokeless indoor grill is not safe to use. Interesting. They don't want you to be able to cook inside the house. Is it any different from a George Foreman? Ain't it just a stand up George Foreman? We gonna have to use something. I would go look and see what they saying about it, but I don't know, y'all. I honestly just feel like we're living in a movie. That's what it feels like every day. He said, oops, and now they may have to settle with the dysfunction and malfunction. Oh, malfunctioning. Oh, Mari. Oh, it has wood chips. I don't know nothing about that one, babe. There it go. Hold on. There we go. My stomach. The one I got was recalled. They gave me a refund. Interesting. I didn't know about that one, y'all. Mine is mine ain't smokeless. Did y'all hear what Mari said though? People buying stuff now, which is really scary. They might have to get the defective things, and I didn't think about that, Mari. Stuff that's already just whatever they got left in stock. A lot of the refurbished things and things like that. That makes sense. And you know these people don't care. They'll sell you something that don't work because they didn't sold me used pants and all kinds of stuff. Well, I really don't know what to say in regards to everything because it's like no matter what you say, people are still gonna say like people are still in denial right now that this is happening. I'm on the internet, not as much as I used to be, but I'm on there, and people are still talking about 3 years from now, which is crazy as hell. That they really think it's about to be a 3 years from now, as far as like a new election and stuff. That is not happening. Who can see that not happening? Y'all know why he's starting a war? Because if he starts a war, he gets to stay president. Y'all know that, right? There can't be any elections if America is at war. Y'all know that? Y'all understand that's why he's starting a war, right? You say planning trips. Yeah. He said he wouldn't have to vote. We wouldn't have to vote again, right? Because he plans on being the king, or whoever is going to take his place is going to be the king of North America. One of the 10 kings that's in Revelations. And now he's talking about he saw what's going on in the UK. He said they're cracking down on stricter things, is what he said. It's nuts.
This is the beginning of your political career. No, it's not.
That's not the one. Here's one.
Go stock up your food, your water, your medicine, your supplies now.
This was 1 day ago.
I don't care. People keep telling you, oh, they're just fear mongering, they're fear mongering. Okay. Another job report just came out telling you that there are more jobless people than jobs available. And we haven't even seen the full unleashing of AI technology. Okay? Restaurants are being overwhelmed with applications because that's where most people turn. Like, hey, I'll go get a serving job, I'll get a bartending job, I'll bring some passive income. They are overwhelmed with the amount of applications coming in from people who are losing their full jobs. And it's a lot of people like, luxury services that people were making a business out of, like nail techs and hair salons and makeup artists and stuff like that. People can't afford to go do those kind of things anymore. Spas, tanning bed, those kind of places, people just can't afford to do that stuff. So now these people are forced to go find jobs in passive income elsewhere. Well, there's only so much to offer. There's only so much to offer. There's only so many people that can afford to go out and eat right now as well. So it's a catch-22. Go get stocked up, guys. It's not fear-mongering. Pay attention. You ain't seen a Doge check. This man's been in office for 8 months. You ain't seen no Doge check. You ain't seen no stimulus check. Your prices keep going up. The dollar keeps losing value. BRICS is organizing. They just had a large summit over there. China just had a military parade. Alliances are being restructured. The money is leaving the United States, and they can tell you that they're investing in the United States. He can sit there with his round table of Silicon Valley boys, and by the way, what is Bill Gates doing at the table, MAGA? Yeah, just another slap in your face, right? So he can have all them there, and he can ask them to tell you how much money they're spending. They can give you numbers on the screen. It's just like sports celebrity contracts. Like they want you to idolize the dollar value of the contract. That's why they always tell you these big contracts, right? They want you to know, so that way they can use.
Did we talk about people not having jobs? Did we? You said, do I think that the demons they're talking about are really demon? The aliens are really demons? They're fallen angels. Girl, you said I'm learning how to can and stock up. Good job, Pumpkin. Good job. AI took my order at the drive-thru. Wow. So they don't even got real people working in the drive-thrus no more, some of them. My boyfriend told me they fired everyone. Your best friend told me they fired everyone from her old job and sent them to Fed. And huh? You said what? And sent them what, to FedEx? That's crazy. Oh, sent them to China. Are you saying sent them to China? That's a strawberry field, y'all. You said confirmation of your school decision. Come on, Mari. Come on. Come on. Listen, it's a real thing out here. It's a real thing. We're going to have to do something. You said, yep, yeah, AI was at Bojangles drive-thru. Are you serious, Kathy? That's crazy. Listen, you said yes and gave them their last check. No way. How many more fields y'all think looking like this in the United States? You said all that fruit, tomatoes, grapes, oranges, strawberries are all in the rotten sun. No one to pick it. There they go with that little thing again. They gotta be recording these. I mean, I know we're recording, but that's starting to get spooky. Every time we get to talking about stuff like this, that little box shows up. That's crazy. Excuse me. It's not about to be no food in the stores, y'all. It ain't. You live in Columbia, South Carolina? You said, I work in property management and they are firing people and replacing them with AI. No way, Lee. A lot of Arkansas farmers are heading to Washington about their loss. You got a watermelon, that part. You said, I'm so proud of my watermelon. Baby, my stuff didn't do nothing. Everything died. Because I had to go visit them grandkids, so my whole garden gone. The last thing I had was my fig tree, and this then went on out. Hopefully it'll grow back next year. I'm a water it next year and see what go on. All my stuff died. Everything. My daughter gonna say, "Why you got all these dead plants out here, nigga?" If I wouldn't visited y'all, they would have. My plants was doing real good prior to me taking them 2 trips down there to see y'all for a week and then another week for that baby birthday, nigga. What you mean? Why I got all these dead? Well, I should be asking you the same question. Why do I got all of these out here? It have everything to do with your house. Listen, I, my thing was flourishing, honey. Potatoes was doing good and everything, baby. Everything died. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You hear me? These kids is crazy. I'm out here trying to grow food for all of us, nigga. And you asking me why I died? Because I wasn't in here. Hey, good morning. Raggedy Sales. I was gone for 2 weeks. You don't water yourself for 2 weeks, you might not be here either. Crazy. Right, those days of not being attended to camp. Listen, it's a real thing. I'm trying to tell you. It's a real thing. I'll tell you what's scary. You said symbolic of what's going on throughout. You said symbolic of what's going on throughout the nation. You mean with the strawberries? Nephew, they're not telling us about all of the vegetables and stuff that's not. I got them. I was gone for too long and it was hot. They had watering balls in them, girl. I was gone for 7 days, 6 days. And then I came back. I was home for like 2 weeks. And then I was gone for another 7 days. And it was during the hotters. Them watering balls ain't going to keep it for 7 days. It was too hot. They outside. Mm-mm. And mine ain't in the ground. They in pots. So, yeah, it wasn't. They didn't do nothing. Because I filled them up before I left. And I came back. And they was not happy. It is what it is. And I'm just mad I spent that little money on the dirt, but hopefully I can use it next time. But yeah, Mari, they not telling us about what's happening. We being censored in every way. So the like I said, I'm not gonna say scary. It's just alarming that people really don't want to see what's going on right now. Like I said, for France to be talking about they expecting 10,000 to 50,000 soldiers between March for 6 months. So either between now and March or March to September of next year. They're upgrading their airports and not their airports, their hospitals, and our president is closing ours down. That makes no sense. And he's already started a war because he hit civilians. You said the animals you can hunt are looking diseased now. Who remembers me saying that? User 989, I don't know how long you've been here because I don't know your name, but I'm thinking a while. Who remembers CERCA saying you're not going to be able to hunt them animals? I told y'all that my daddy was saying the animals were scarce back in 2020. My daddy's an avid hunter. I told y'all that earlier today. My mama's first husband is an avid hunter. He been hunting, like I said, since I was a kid. Before I was born, he was hunting. And you just heard it, Jay? You just heard it, Miss Bless? The animals you can hunt are looking diseased now. You know why? Because they are. Remember what happened with the famine. Don't forget the plagues. The animals got sick before the people did. Because all of them bugs that came, think about it. They bring pestilence, they bring parasites and all that stuff that starts attacking the cat and the fish, robbing their eggs and getting in their eggs and all that kind of stuff. So then you can't eat it. I remember, I don't know when it was, when I was young, it was something going on where I used to live when I was little, and a lot of the fish in certain waters had worms, like a whole bunch of worms in them, and you cut them open, you couldn't eat them because they know that's where the survivalists will hunt them too. I think yes, but I think this is part of God said folks was gonna starve. Well, if there's animals, He know they gonna eat them. Okay, so think about that. This is all part of what God said, y'all. We already talked about the animals being out of sync and all that kind of stuff with the katydids in the morning or locusts in the morning and the birds and stuff at night. Like, it's real. Okay? It's real. Okay? So understand, it don't matter if you want to believe it or not. We are in a different time. 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, y'all. There's none. Even the crickets. Right. Right. It's a little different. It is. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It's getting tight. You get me? Like when we first started, it was kind of, do I believe in the rapture? No. Okay. You said Klaus Schwab from the World Economic something said you will eat bugs. I'm not eating no bugs. I got rice and vegetables. I'm not eating no bugs. I know how to go 2 days without eating and eat one day. Eat a bowl of rice with a couple vegetables and a little bit of seasoning on it. I won't be eating no bugs, but it might be a lot of people that might. See, the difference is the 5 wise and the 5 foolish right now. Okay. And what's so crazy is there were people in our class, right, in the beginning of this, that were telling other people that they didn't have to hurry up and get their stuff. Do y'all know that? It was people telling them, you don't have to listen. I mean, I know, whatever, but you can wait and get this and you can wait and get that, which is mind blowing to me. Do you hear me? Yeah. In real life. I don't. I have water filtration systems. Yeah, it was a lot of people. And I believe that's why a lot of people left. Telling folks they didn't have to worry, it probably wasn't going to be that soon. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It was people telling people they don't have to, we got time. And I was like, well, I mean, listen to whoever you want to. But I know what God is telling me, and I ain't saying He don't lie to nobody else, but did this not happen quickly to y'all? It don't seem like this came fast to y'all? In real life. Very quick. Yeah. I said, listen to whoever you want to, but I'm telling you right now, you better hurry up and get your stuff. I'm serious. You said, and the days is going faster. Yes, they are. And stuff is more expensive right now. Yeah. Yep. And look at the prices. God told us everything. I'm trying to tell you. He did. He did. You said on the first day of Christmas, our true love gave to them one crazy king, 2 crazy wars, and a triple scary disease. Listen, baby, the way these plagues is hitting Mari is crazy. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. This freaking ish is getting scary. I'm not scared. But it is getting scary. It is. And I'm not scared. Oh no, honey, you asking too much information now. Wait a minute. Mm-mm. None of that is relevant. What state are you in? You do realize you got a number now. I'm not being mean, but this is the internet. And I'm old. I don't tell up my business on the internet like that. Mm-mm. Because I know you ain't, but you could be a person I don't talk to anymore. I have a lot of people that I block and they come back as user 24630. So, no. Sorry. Mm-mm. Yeah, none of that matters. No. I love y'all, but no. It's too many folks that, no. I got family and stuff asking where I'm at. No. Uh-uh. I mean, it ain't a big secret, but this is the internet. I don't know who's watching me. And it's a lot of people, like I said, that I don't talk to no more. And they'll be trying to find out where I am, thinking I'm going to be nice. Then I'm not going to be nice when I see folks, or if I see them. So, certain stuff I don't do. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Y'all shouldn't be doing it either. I would not be posting where I'm going. None of that. Just go. Even though you know they tracking your location and all of that, I would not be posting where I'm going. Y'all hear me? Don't nobody need to know where you at. I don't care if it's where you eating. And I know some people get paid from that. I guess that's different. But if you not getting paid, I wouldn't be putting none of my locations on the internet nowhere. You said it hit your heart so lightly. Listen, don't be putting that stuff no more. Don't tell these folks where your kids school at. Like, because they said that's how they gonna be rounding people up. That's how y'all realize that's how they getting the immigrants right now, right? Once they get one, they're telling people if you get stopped by ICE, like if you're some of our folks, they said hurry up, and while you're getting pulled over, delete your phone so that they can't get none of the other contacts. Did we talk about that? I used to, especially when I went out of town, but I don't do it anymore since being affiliated with WOIU. Sis, you see how scary that is, though? Yeah, you said don't post what you have regarding food, water, finances. Baby, that's why when people, I be like, But I've been stalked before more than one time. So I already didn't play that stuff. I've been stalked in real life more times than I can count. So that's not even funny to me. You don't nobody need to know where I'm going, who I'm about to be with, or nothing. I've been stalked in real life more than one person. So no. Hey Russell, listen, I don't play that. You don't need. I don't like people in my business like that. Folks want to know too much. They feel like I've seen people say, "Oh, you on the internet?" I don't give a damn, cause I'm on the internet. What does that mean? People is crazy. Folks tell you what they want you to know, and that's it. Do you understand? Folks talk too much. Do you understand me? People tell too much. They talk too much. That's why I told y'all. That's why I be by myself. Baby, folks get mad at you, run your business. Y'all ain't seen it on the internet. And that's why I didn't go do no podcast. Because, baby, the way they be turning it, honey, you can't even get off the microphone good and they talking about you. No, thank you. Exactly. That doesn't mean you get to know all. Right. I don't. Listen. Facts. They said a lady turned in 400 folks on the Hyundai factory. They used to sell info to get to their houses. I'm trying to but we talked about it, didn't we, T? That's why I don't have any name on none of my accounts. Listen, your name on none of your accounts. Think about it. But then we talk about that's how they gonna be. And when you What watch? What phone? No. And after, I mean, even before watching Sweet Tooth, we knew. But remember, Sweet Tooth is the one that got everybody caught up. Remember? He on the thing, telling them, not knowing he talking to the enemy. You remember? Hello? I don't want no desperate folks around. I just don't want people that don't think around me, especially not in this time we're going into. If you act on emotion, you cannot be around me. I can't. It's not going to be safe. You got folks that's temperamental, and they always, you going to need to get them away from you because they'll be and got everybody caught up. I'm trying to tell you. Folks that don't know how to run their mouth and they always want to be the big person on campus and got to be the one to be seen and all of that. They want the attention. You're going to want to get rid of them soon. Sweet Tooth is the show on, Netflix. You should watch it. It's about human animal hybrids, but it'll make you think about everything that's going on right now. Everything. Yep. Real crazy. Everything, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be feeling like it's really not much else to say. You're welcome. It be feeling like it's not much else to say. And I know that sounds crazy, but it be feeling like that. Oh yeah, if you haven't watched Sweet Tooth, another movie you'll need to watch is Years of the Beast. Years of the Beast on Tubi. Those are two shows. Well, watch Years of the Beast first, because it's a movie, and then watch that. I know a temperamental person in jail right now. Straight facts. Listen. That whole stay inside, don't go outside thing, y'all don't think that's about to be hard for people? They just gotta be going somewhere, gotta be moving, gotta be doing something. You don't know how to sit down? I don't need you nowhere around me. Because we might not be able to move around for a minute. You get cabin fever easy and just gotta go somewhere? No. I won't be doing it. Excuse me. Years of the Beast and Sweet Tooth. Years of the Beast and Sweet Tooth. Listen, you're welcome. I'm going to say this to y'all, and then I'm probably going to get off here in a minute, maybe about 10 minutes. If you have not started to stock up on non-perishable food, you need to. Okay? You need to get as much non-perishable food. I don't care if you say, oh, I don't eat that. You better take it. I don't like lima beans. I don't got none, but I guarantee you I'll doll them up and eat them. Because it ain't about to be none in them stores, y'all. And if y'all remember, the last time the stores was empty, we had the same person in office. Yep. You hear me? The last time the stores were empty, we had the same exact person in office. You said, and it's always the ones you least expect. This. Okay? So understand, history repeats, and it's only been 5 years since it will, but it's already doing it. So hopefully You're making sense of your time and your money, and I know money is scarce, but right now ain't no name brand nothing. Get what you can get. In the movie, the lady said she hated beans, but love them now when she can find a can of them. Girl, didn't we talk about it? I said, you get hungry. Remember, all those people's like, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. I said, get hungry enough, you'll see. I said, you ain't walked in the grocery store and there ain't nothing in there. Remember? We literally talked about this. This is a conversation we had a few times. Matter of fact, especially when we first started. People were like, it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. This is what they say are doing 2020. I said, listen, okay. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said, I know. Listen, I got family members that are telling people not to listen to me right now. So even if I never got on this here internet, I have family members that are telling my other family members not to listen, which is crazy as hell, and they don't got nothing. So what y'all saw in the movies with people fighting and getting ran over by the carts and snatching stuff and taking stuff, you could leave that on, baby. And taking stuff. I don't want to be caught up in that. Do you? You want to be fighting over food? Do you? You want to be trying to stand in a line for 10, 12 hours in the cold? Because this man is taking everything right before the holidays. It's about to get cold outside. I don't want to have to go outside for nothing. So if I got to listen, you don't need no more clothes. You don't need no more shoes. You don't need, hey, pumpkin, you don't need no more purses. You don't need no more, unless it's winter hats, coats, and gloves, baby. All that buying all these outfits to impress people, baby, I be trying to impress the people in my house with groceries. And I'm not talking about no freezers full of nothing, because they going to hit the power like they do all the time to make people lose their food because they need you to stand in that line. So what you need to do is get as much shelf stable milk, cheese, everything. That part. You don't need no more clothes. You don't need no more gadgets unless it's survival stuff. You don't need the rest of that stuff. It's going to be useless. Think about it. All these folks that went out and spent all this money on diamonds, what good is diamonds? Hello. What good is diamonds going to do when you ain't got no food? You said for 3 years you've been talking about this and nothing has happened. Tanya, are your eyes open, pumpkin? 3 years ago, the military was not on the streets going door to door and snatching people off. There's concentration camps being built all over this place, baby. Hello? You don't see the floods? I told y'all about them. The fires? Hello? The economy crashed. It all happened. What is you talking about? Evidently, you ain't been paying attention. Food is 3 times as expensive as it was just 2 years ago. I told y'all that too. Oh, okay. It all happened. Everything. Oh, I told you wasn't going to be able to talk on here and say whatever you want to say. All of it happened. The Giants showed up exactly like I said. Giants ain't quit popping up. You ain't seen Bradley. You ain't seen all the Giants that's on the top. What? Everything happened, pumpkin. All of it. And we got 1,600 classes to prove it. Take one. You gotta be walking around with your eyes closed. You said, girl, they look for the drastic stuff to pop off first. All right, listen. We ready. If they cut the power today, nigga, we good. Listen, if they cut the water today, hey, we gonna figure it out. You said what? We ain't tripping. Hey, do whatever you want to, because the food that we spent barely $30, $40 for is $180 a bucket right now. We spent $34 to $60 on a bucket, and that same bucket is over $200, between $180 and $200 right now for the same bucket we spent $40 for, $30 for. Come on. Who you said thugging in the dark ain't no issue? Nah, we not gonna be in the dark either. My grandbaby got my other light in there, but nah, we not gonna be in the dark. We not gonna be in the dark. We're not gonna be in the dark. Nope. Not gonna be in the dark. This one work when it feel like it, and I never know where to push the button. But this is rechargeable. And then I got one that work on water. So this one is rechargeable. This one's solar powered, and I got one that work on water. Who about to be in the dark? Hey, Niecy Pooh. Nah. This one work when it's brand new. Oh, this the one I dropped though. I think I might have broke it when I dropped. Oh no, there it go. Who about to be in the dark? I can even change the dimming on it. No, I don't think so. No, I don't want to be in the dark. CERCA's been a while. It's Miss Really Long Name finally got in the Navy in January. Thank you, God. Okay. You got out. I'm happy you did. Because you see all the crazy stuff? You seen that video? Scientists got the lightning coming out of the firmament? No, son. Send it to me. You got some crazy news yesterday. Are you okay? Everything all right? It's been a lot of crazy news coming. TT, baby. Son, send it to me. I was the one that traveled to Japan and sent you the water bottle. Oh, thank you. Oh, I still got all my stuff. Matter of fact, I just used my teacup the other day. I've only used my warmer a couple times because I kind of want to say that, and I haven't eaten any of the gum. I have all my stuff. Look it, son, the person under you is the person that sent my mother stuff from Japan. Thank you so much. My daughter was trying to get my kimono too, my robe. I said no. She was trying to get it. I'm so happy you got out. I am so happy you got out. Now tell me this ain't okay. So you just got out. Are you still on the NDA? How many more years you got? Because it's some information we need. Okay, let me ask you this. Should we be getting ready? See, that's how you just got out of the Navy. Can you tell us that? Can you? You said yes. I don't know what God is doing, but I just found out I'm with child. Look at me telling all my business. I figured. When you said I got some news, God know what he doing. God know what he doing, but look, he already had y'all prepping and everything right before. You see how good God is, baby girl? You see? All this preparing you and your husband have been doing. God knew what was going to happen. I figured when you said you got some news, I was going to ask you, was you pregnant, but I didn't want to be in your business. I didn't want to be. Did you send it to my iPad, son, or my phone? Oh, thank you.
If you don't believe in the firmament, there's proof of that barrier, video footage. And what you're seeing, I just want to break down for anyone who by chance is here and has no clue what we're talking about. We're talking about lightning sprites. This phenomenon is very mysterious for a reason. It wasn't captured on photo until about the 1980s. But these things occur at heights above 60 miles. And these things are massive, almost 60 miles wide. They make Mount Everest look like a giant stone. These things are huge and powerful. Billions of volts of electricity.
Wait a minute, that look like beings.
When we look at what
the heck? Y'all, do this look like beings to y'all? Congratulations, Nisha. I'm sorry. You said, well, you have been talking about pregnancy a lot. Thank you. Uh-huh. I ain't gonna lie, I say I dreamed about no fish because I didn't, but it has been on my mind.
These things are, they are considered large electrical discharges made up of plasma. How does this prove there's a barrier up above us? Because we can replicate it in the lab with an invention made by Nikola Tesla known as the plasma ball. This thing can replicate lightning sprites brilliantly, and where it comes, these things shoot out.
Okay, here we go.
Down, it looks like leaves moving across this barrier before these things shoot out. When you flip it upside down, it looks like waves in the ocean. And they haven't just been captured on video by NOVA, they've been captured by astronomers. There are people who go out. This necessitates a barrier. This doesn't happen in deep space. A vacuum chamber is not going to have random waves moving in front of luminaries like that. This necessitates a barrier. This doesn't happen in deep space. A vacuum chamber is not going to have random waves moving in front of luminaries like that. If you don't believe in the firmament, there's proof of it. They've been captured by astronomers. There are people who go out time and time again and film things that should not happen on the globe. But you can see.
I can't do that, son. I don't have threads or whatever this is. Mom doesn't have that. You know, I can't be clicking on a lot of different links. Don't get mad at me. But my phone is already tripping, so I got to be really careful. Because I've been getting a lot of spam stuff on my phone lately. I believe it, though. Yeah. Because Mom clicked on a link recently. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The righteousness of listening to God when he speaks has never looked so good and favorable as it is right now. Listen. I'm going to say this one more time, and we're not going to have this conversation. After this, you're going to get blocked because I'm tired of telling folks. I'm going to say this one more time. You've been here too long, and I'm not about to keep telling you. See this right here? This one. See what that say? This top one? It's the easiest way to get on my damn nerves. I'm not going to keep telling you. Quit trying to tell me what to do. If you cannot respect that, you need to not come back here. Yep, you know I'm talking to you. You keep doing that, and you're not going to be, no. This is the last time. After that, the next time I'm blocking you, you will not be a part of WOIU, period. If you do not respect what I say, you cannot come here. This is my live. I'm in my house on a phone that I pay for and an iPad that I pay for. We're not going to do that. You're going to listen because you've been here too long. Sorries are not going to fix you. Keep being disrespectful. If you want to be here, you're going to follow the rules. If you do not, please do not come back. It's too late in the game for that. They have an episode on the librarians, plasma boat on the librarians, those spirits. Listen. You said Operation Fishbowl 1962 was about the firmament. This is the thing, family. In this video that he just showed me, that looks exactly like War of the Worlds. That don't look like the War of the Worlds things to y'all? Huh? Shalom. Do it. Thank you, son. Cause this show look like the world of worlds things that they were spewing out everywhere. Listen, I'm gonna say this. We are in a time now that if you cannot listen, and this is for whoever it's for, my patience with having to repeat myself to people about simple things is done. So if I know you've been here for a long time and you do something, you're just going to be blocked. And I'm not going to feel bad about it at all, because it's been almost 4 years and some of y'all been here that long. And the fact that I got to keep telling people stuff, that means you don't want to be over here. That's what you're telling me. Like, if a person keeps stepping on my toe and I ask them not to, that means they want to get pushed to the ground. I take it that seriously. We are in a different place now. And if you cannot listen, this is why, like, when everybody's like, where are we going? Nowhere with nobody that don't know how to respect my boundaries. You think I'm about to be locked up in a camp with some folks? Go get a thing. If you would do it here, if you don't respect my words here, what you gonna do when it ain't no. I don't do two-faced folks. I don't do folks that like to talk behind my back and be in my face. I don't play that. I love people, but I don't care about people like that. And as y'all can see, I be by myself every day. For that reason. Because people want to be disrespectful and think sorry fixes it. It don't. Because sorry could have all of us locked up and getting ready to be beheaded, messing with folks that don't want to listen. No. So, from now on, if you know the rules here and you just keep doing whatever you want, you're going to have to do that somewhere else. You won't be a part of this community. It's too late in the game for that. And there are some people that have been blocked and they've been trying to get back over here, and I still said no. Hello. Because if you'll start trouble and get the whispering about me behind my back when stuff is good, what you going to do right now? And I told y'all. And these people are sending people saying, hey, can such and such come back? Hell no. What you want to be over here for? No. Because if you would do that when everything was good and everything, what you going to do right now? People show you their character early. Listen, Mari. It's a lot of people that probably wish if my block list is long and it's going to stay that way and it's going to start getting longer. I promise you. I don't care about none of that. None of it. Don't. We going into detrimental times, baby. Please. And y'all want to keep playing and act sorry my ass. No. And the thing is, what's scary about that, we just saw somebody say, T, I think, said, that's how they found the people at the Hyundai plant. They using your phone to track other people, and y'all want to keep typing whatever you want to type. Don't type CERCA. Hell. Don't type WOIU. Don't type. If you don't know how to keep your mouth closed, don't put our names in nothing. Don't bring us into it. Hell. And I mean that. Don't be putting WOIU nothing. Y'all might be telling folks where we at. That's why we ain't saying nothing about where. I don't know how we gonna get in contact. But we gotta make a way. Because, baby, it's too many loose lips around here. And folks that don't pay attention. And that's why when I ran the streets by myself. Who's gonna tell if I'm the only one there? It's not a joke, Tom. How you doing? It's not a joke. We got the freaking military. I almost cussed. We got the freaking military on the streets, knocking door to door, snatching people out their car, taking people out, kids. Did y'all see the lady? Hold on. This is how serious it is, and y'all want to keep playing. Just wait one moment. We talked about this right here too. So people can keep calling me crazy, but everything that I told y'all is happening. All of it. And that's what's sad. People still want to be, oh no, it's not happening. Oh, but it is. You just not paying attention.
Well, it's Friday, baby, and I've got a very
This was one day ago. I'll be
important
right back.
cup of tea that I need to share with you. So feel free to share this cup of tea expeditiously.
Tell me if we talked about
particularly if you have children with autism or you know somebody else who has children with autism. I'm going to share a personal and private story of a good friend of mine with you. To protect her family and to keep them safe, I'm not going to give you any private details. But I will tell you that this occurred in Florida. I will tell you that she is the mother of 5 children, dear, and that one of her children has autism. He is on the spectrum. He is a level 2 autistic child. That's all the details you get. So you're going to have to deal with that. Either way, the CDC reached out to her and asked her if she would allow her son to participate in a voluntary program, a camp, a therapy camp, where she would send her child 8 hours a day to this autism therapy camp to cure his autism. She rejected that voluntary program. She didn't let them speak to her child. She told them, no, we are not interested in this in any kind of way. That did not stop them. They continued to call and harass her to join this voluntary program. When that didn't work, CPS came to her home. Child Protective Services started to harass her, wanting to know why she would not enroll her child in this voluntary therapy camp. Child Protective Services. She then started leaving her home early in the morning and not returning till late at night to avoid the harassment, dear. It didn't end there. The CDC, or someone supposedly from the CDC, reached out to her and threatened her, said that they were going to sign a warrant
Every day,
for
baby.
her arrest through Child Protective Services.
Did we talk about it? Who remembers me saying, be careful with allowing these doctors to diagnose your children with behavioral disorders, because they could potentially be used against them. We talked about this. This is why we've been trying to get our babies off medicine. This is why you need to be teaching your children, if the bad people come and try to give you a shot, you tell them you want to go with Jesus. They separated these kids away from their parents. Y'all think that the kids is in there with the parents at Alligator Alcatraz? Y'all just saw the plane of kids that they was about to try to ship somewhere without their parents. Y'all remember all the kids that got lost during 2020? Remember what they said was happening to them babies down there at the border? With his first gang of folks that he rounded up, and they was hurting them kids, babies. Fiddling with them kids. From the dream I had, it was not organized and in peaceful manner. You said pipe the red versus the blue versus autism. Ones in the news recently. Listen, Mari, it's real out here. So when Auntie was asking y'all to teach y'all children, to tell them people they want to go with Jesus, it didn't seem important 3 years ago. It's very important now. Because your kids might not even be where you at. Do they know what to do? They are snatching people's kids. And people said I was fear-mongering. What am I fear-mongering now? Because they was taking folks' kids and leaving 12-year-old kids in the car by themselves. You said when that man was hired to find out the cause of it. Come on. Come on. Nisi Poo, you've been here 3 years. Listen. You said new guardianship bill. What? Anyone can claim you? Interesting. Oh, guardianship. Anyone can claim you and your kids. Wow. Listen, you can act like you don't see it. That's only going to put you in a bad situation. You and your family, you need to get as much survival stuff as you can right now. You need a way to filter water. You need a way to cook just in case the power goes out. This is stuff y'all need right now.
So her and her family booked a trip out of state expeditiously. An emergency vacation. To get the hell away from there because they were being harassed. She was scared they were going to come take her child from her because Child Protective Services is now involved in what's supposed to be a voluntary program. She's avoiding even going home. She's scared they're going to take all of her children away from her because she refused to participate in a voluntary therapy camp, dear. Sorry, I've got some tears running down the side of my face. This upsets me. I'm trying my best to hold my shit together. This is where we are. This is where we are, dear. Now they're starting to declare parents unfit and try to take their children away from them and sign in warrants for their arrest because they do not want to participate in voluntary therapy camps, honey. Continue to call and harass all.
Remember when stuff was voluntary and then it wasn't? In 2020? It was voluntary at first, and then it was a mandate. See how they work that in? See how they do that? You see it? Excuse me. Do you see it? Years of the Beast and Distant Thunder. No or yes? Years of the Beast and Distant Thunder. Sound familiar? Are we living in it or what? A wolf in sheep's clothing offering assistance like they want to help you. That's not the case, that part. And that's why he wanted a list of the children with it. Come on. Come on, Nisi Poo. I hate this. I've been praying hard for my child lately. God got you. Your children, God got you. He know what to do. But now, Nisi Poo, you see why we've been doing what we've been doing for 3 years. You hear me? This is why we've been doing what we've been doing for 3 years. Right here. This why. Is you know what? We got I would just get natural remedy books. Make sure they're good. Get you some natural herbal medicine books. That's what we got. Hey, sir. You hear me? They sent you a census yesterday. I threw it away. Girl, I don't never fill them things out. Never. I think I filled one out when I was like 21. That was the last one. You don't need to know who in my house. Y'all already know. I ain't putting it on paper for you niggas to come get us. People say, oh, that gives money to your city. They not giving me no money, so I won't be doing that. You need to replace your go bag. Well, you better hurry up. Hurry. Hurry up. I rewatched Conspiracy Theory a few days ago. It's even more relevant now, and that was 1997. This part. You said they sent you four this year, baby. I don't even think they send them to me no more. I guess they say, I will gladly take this dollar out of here. When they was sending them, I'll take the dollar out. Thanks, I need this dollar, and throw everything else away. Rip it up and throw it in the trash. But I'm going to keep this dollar. Will. Might give me a little soda or something. I saw in the news that this man trying to say Tylenol is the cause. He is just not confirmed yet. I wouldn't be surprised, Nisi Poo. I wouldn't be surprised. But you have to think about it. Which doctors? We talked about it. Honestly, I don't care about the cause. Just leave the children alone. But remember, we read the easiest time to get to a person is in childhood. And again, we don't know what's in those immunizations. They can tell us anything. We have no idea what's in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't give you a breakdown of this. They just mark it down on a thing. Thank you. You said you're unsure of the topic. Yolanda, we talking about how to get ready for the things that are coming. Thank you. I sound like a man most times. Hello. But yeah, we just trying to get our families ready for the things that are coming, because nobody believes that this life is changing, and people are still walking like I do. It's okay, especially in the morning. Excuse me, sir. That's what me and my cousin used to say. We used to call each other, because she used to be sounding like a man too. I say, excuse me, sir, can I talk to my cousin, please? She'll call me and say, excuse me, sir, can I please talk to my cousin? Eddie. For real. Yeah. Depends on the day. You hear me? Don't let my throat be dry. Hello. Who is this? For real. Anyway, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about getting our stuff together. We are talking about getting our lives together. Because I want to scream so loud, but my grandkid is in there. Yeah! That's what I want to say. Yeah, I started to refuse them when my son was 3. His doctor kept asking why, but I had to update his shot. His shot records for school. You didn't. I told you, Nisi Poo, to get the thing. Get the waiver. Unless your doctor was acting crazy. They don't take the religious waiver no more. You can't do a religious waiver. They not letting y'all do the religious waivers. Because that's what I always did, the religious waiver. And then they just told me if measles, mumps, or rubella or something like that broke out, chickenpox, the kids, I just have to come there and get. You can get it online. You should be able to go to the nurse. Get online and go to the for the downloads for their school district and get the medical exemption. I think it's like shot exemption or something like that. But baby, I feels that out there. I felt all these kids went to school without no shots. They just gonna tell you, well, okay, well then I'll be up here to come get it. I'll be up here to come get their homework. And baby, not one time, I'm sure kids was having chicken pox. They didn't make them stay home. Then last year they said that they were all welcome back if they wanted to rejoin. This part. You said the schools just stopped giving them, making it difficult. You can go online and find them. Medical exemptions. I plan on not giving the new baby nothing, so I need it. Yeah. That. Because no. And I'm trying to tell people, like, your kids ain't going to be able to graduate. I said, nigga, all my kids graduated. What are you talking about? I have 4 high school graduates and do. And I signed a medical exemption every single year. Now, Sometimes that I forget to do it in the beginning of the year, and they couldn't go back to school for like 2 days until I got the paper signed and sent back. Yeah, sure did happen. You said my newborn pediatrician definitely trying to make you fearful. You don't have to be. If you have your immunizations and you breastfeed your baby or give your baby breast milk, as long as you're giving them all of the antibodies and stuff that you have. I've seen babies develop fast with that, real fast. Yes, yes. I told y'all, these 2 kids that's in my house right now, these 2 youngest ones, I did not get them shots. One of my kids gets their kids shots and the other one does not. And I hate to say it, my baby that gets her babies the shots, they be sick. I love my grandbabies, but they be having runny noses, allergies, all of that stuff. And I told her don't. I mean, she grown. She can do whatever she wants to. But that runny nose all the time, every month they got a cold, I did not go through that with my kids. And I cook with a lot of fresh garlic. That's all you need. And keep their diet balanced. Your body is going to do what it's supposed to do. You said, are the aliens? Baby, the aliens been here. Aliens been here. The Bible told you the aliens been here. The Bible says you never know when you entertain the angel, or basically you didn't allow angels into your house unaware. You didn't even know. The angels, the aliens been here. They don't got to come here. They've been here already. Now, are there other angels that will be here at the end of the war? Yes. When this war starts, yes, there's angels that's going to be coming. That's why we seeing all the signs in the sky. When we seeing all these lights and stuff, that ain't just man doing that. What does it look like when an angel descends from heaven? We don't know. Probably like a stream, like a shooting star. Probably like all of these weird things that's coming up from, and these lights that's coming down. Because the angels is light. All of this, see, folks is giving too much credit to AI and the government. Hey, you hear me? What religion do you say you get? You ain't got to say no religion. It just goes against your religion. If you have to, put Christianity. I don't think it asks. I used to just put apostolic on there, but just because I'm Christian, it's several sects of Christians, SECTS, not the other one, that don't believe in immunization. So it could be Christian. You could just be a different version of Christian. Do you understand? My kids didn't, man, listen, all my kids my son graduated in 2015. My oldest daughter graduated in 2017. My other daughter graduated in 2020, and the other one graduated in 2022. Yeah. Yeah, I was not about to keep letting them give my kids that stuff. Because, no. Especially once I understood that no. And they going to say, oh, this going to run through. You got how many of y'all had the chicken pox? I guarantee you got a chicken pox shot and you still got the chicken pox. I'm sure your parents gave you the influenza and you still got the flu. I'm going to let this body fight it off. My immune system is going to work way better than whatever y'all, because y'all put all metals and all that kind of stuff. Again, you don't even know if that's what they're giving your kid, because I told you I got a homegirl that used to work in doctor's office. She said for the Medicaid folks, they got one. And for the private insurance, they got another one. There's 2 different refrigerators or 2 different sections of immunizations. So you don't even know if they really giving it to you. Because why does the private insurance get a different immunization than the people on Medicaid? I don't even give my kids the flu. And when they did, I would still get sick. This. And I'm sure you probably got the flu shot. You hear me? I had the chicken pox but never got the chicken pox shot. Interesting. Well, they give that to you like when you like 2 months. It's very suspicious. And I learned that 20 years ago. Yeah, it's a different refrigerator, different immunization. Some people just get placebos in real life. You be thinking they didn't gave your baby and it's sugar water or something. It don't be what they say. You said that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to say. Oh, gotcha, 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 gotcha. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. Thank you. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. You said back in the day, nobody said no. We all got them shots because we couldn't go to school without them. Well, we could, but they didn't know to ask for the waiver. My mama's a medical person though, so she made us go, and I hated getting shots. That's why they make my kids get them. I listen. Everybody, everybody gonna do what they want to do with their kids, but I tried to find the most natural remedies for my babies that I could. So I always cooked with fresh garlic as much as I could. I know that kills a lot of bacteria and all that kind of stuff. Um, Facts, a lady had to pay $100. Hold on. You said facts. A lady had to pay $100 because they gave her the wrong shot. She had state insurance. I'm trying to tell you, they give you a different shot if you on state insurance. They do, and they not ever gonna tell you that. That's why they need to know your insurance before you come to the doctor. So what is they giving us if you on state insurance? What you getting? So I don't know. My thing is this: be happy that God prepared us. Be happy if you started, trying to put some of your medicine up and stuff like that, thinking you're getting a vaccine and it's cheap sodium, a cheap sodium flush. I'm trying to tell you, don't worry. You said we're going to learn all about it soon. This part, the ones who administer can't even name the ingredients for real. Tanaka, Zanita. That's what I'm going to say. Zanita, this. You have no idea what's in that vial that they're giving your child. Nothing. You trust that it's this, but how many times have we seen that they do experiments on people and they don't even know they experiment? You're not gonna play lab rat with my baby. And I was young, even when I told y'all, they try to tell me, oh, this person got this, they got a behavioral disorder. I'm not, y'all not. Once I found out that the schools got paid for every kid they diagnosed with a behavioral disorder, oh, nigga, y'all not bad. No. The nurses have to, whatever, say a certain, like if it's 300 kids in a school, 30 of them got to be diagnosed with something, and the school get several $1,000 each year or each quarter from the medical community. No, man. So you about to mess up my baby life just because y'all need a check and I don't get none of the money? No, we're not doing it. No. And they used to be mad because I was young. You got to think, when my son went to kindergarten, I had just turned 21. Or 22. When the year my son started kindergarten, I turned 22. So they was looking at me like, and I looked super young. Probably looked like I was he 28 and still looked 17. Okay. And they thought because I was young, I was about to let them play lab rat with my boy. I ain't. Y'all not about to diagnose him with nothing. Y'all not about to do none of that. No. Tried to push a diagnosis on mine too. I fought back. Yeah. They will. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying sometimes it don't be, just like they be giving out fake cancer, what's the names and stuff. No. They need money. They gotta pay off their school loans and stuff. Do not let them people play in your face with especially not with your kids, not with you either. Same. That's why all the kids were getting ADHD. Yeah, that because they get a lot of money. Whether it's 5 or 10,000 a year per child, I don't know. But the schools get money for them diagnosing your babies. You say, yeah, they be pushy when it comes to us young mothers. So I know you telling the truth, girl. Auntie did not play with them. They knew better than to mess with me. I'm telling you right now, I used to be on their head. Do you hear me? Where's your I am the mother? Well, we understand. You don't understand nothing. And you got to think, my dad is a nurse too. He kept like medical books, medical journals, a physician's desk reference. So I'm looking at these pills. Y'all, man, if you don't get out of here. No, my dad, when we was like 10 or 11, started making us read the physician's desk reference with all the different pills and stuff in there and all of that. Cause he was like, you be at school, somebody give you a pill, you don't know what's on it. Like my dad didn't play that kind of stuff. He wanted us to understand. So I was reading about all kind of medicines and the side effects and everything. That's why I told y'all my baby, when she was pregnant with my granddaughter, she had nausea. And the medicine they tried to give her, I said, listen, before you, she was in her first trimester. I said, before you take any medicine that they give you, you need to look at the side effects, not for you, the baby. One of the side effects was spina bifida. And then they would have tried to tell her that it was genetic. But one of the side effects of the medicine that they were trying to give her for her nausea was spina bifida. She said, Mom, I said, I tried to tell you. A lot of these physical ailments do not start with genetics. But people don't read their labels. Baby, I always have. I'm trying to tell you, my grandbaby's in there right now. She's 3 years old. Her mom did not take that medicine. I think she took a couple pills. I'm trying to tell you. She called me back in 10 minutes. She said, Mom, do you know one of the side effects of that? I said, now why would they give a pregnant woman a medicine for nausea that's going to cause her baby to have spina bifida? That makes no sense. Actually, it makes perfect sense, because then they know that you're going to go to a specialist, one of their friends, and they going to watch their back, and they going to watch their back. You don't get to play a lab rat with my kids. Mm-mm. Nope. And I was young, but I didn't care. I was going to read every single page. I told y'all when my daughter went through treatment, them people thought I was in the medical field. No. I read every medicine to see what it was. I'm not doing that. Y'all be too trusting with people with your, you said that's such a fortunate upbringing to have valuable exposure. Listen, I'm trying to, my mother was a special ed teacher. She said, no, yeah. You said that the March babies, we don't play. Listen, thank God listen. And they be smiling in our face like they want to help us. Yep. Yep. And they don't. I be telling my kids, and they grown A's questions. You said, and bring somebody with you. Yes. So you got a second pair of ears always. My kids will call me when they in there with the doctor right now. They don't play. Met too many parents who said their kids were fine until they took certain meds. Listen. Exactly, when they get mad at you and refuse certain meds and procedures. Right. Their kids was fine until they took certain medication. Exactly. It's a real thing. And you think if they getting $1,500 a prescription per month, do you think they're going to tell you that it's going to cause cancer in 2 years if you continually take it? No. Because they didn't put 15 people on the same med this month. Okay? And you're going to be on this for at least, we'll start out with 6 months. And then we'll see where we go from there. Because you already going to be a major money. I told you I used to talk to a pharmaceutical sales rep. He was my homeboy, and he used to tell me how it all worked. I said, interesting. I said, so y'all just out here making money on people's, like, livelihood, like, for real. Knowing that these medicines is going to cause people's kidneys to fail and all this, y'all don't care. Because they need another bowling alley in their other house. In real life. Mm-mm. I don't play. Like I said, when I first got diagnosed with lupus, they was giving me tramadol, one of the highest doses of that medicine. Do you hear me? I was like a freaking zombie. And what I mean by that, I was just always asleep. Well, I can't be always sleeping. I got 4 kids. You hear me? And the doctors prescribe that 4 pills a day. 1 pill every however many hours. You hear me? My friend was fine until he got, and then 4 strokes. Listen, it's a real thing. And then I found out that's an opioid too. I'm like, nah. Yeah. You said the 6 months part. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My friend, listen. You said the med is a downer stimulant. You can do it. You said you can't do anything taking it. Yeah. I already know. And guess what? When I quit taking it, per doctors, now the doctor didn't want me to quit taking it. The gentleman that I was with before my husband, he was like, do you know that this is basically boy? I said, man, quit playing. He said, no, for real. Because he looked up all of that stuff too. He said, nigga, this is, I know it help your pain. Do y'all know I went through every single withdrawal that a person on boy goes through? And this was the medicine. I have been taking it for 3 years. Exactly how the doctor prescribed it. They was trying to turn me into an addict, like the kind that be slumped over, nodding off. So I don't take no medicine. I might take a Tylenol every once in a while. I'm trying to tell you, I went through every single, I went through the sweats, hallucinations, the body aches. It took me 3 days to kick that medicine. And I wasn't abusing it. I was literally just taking it like the doctor told me to take it every day. Withdrawals from that meds is harsh. Girl, seeing big old tall demons in a... Listen, I don't play with them no more. You're not going to play with my mom. Mm-mm. And I still have lupus, and I take my meds. Y'all know what my meds is. Baby, give me some coffee, and I keep it moving. And I've been able to do everything I need to do since then. Baby, I do not want nothing from... That's why I really ain't went and... Yeah. You said, yes, there's 2 fridges with immunizations. Come on, Ann, I know. Listen, that's why that medicine was up to class into an... Yeah. Yes. You said you have patients that said they see... I'm trying to say... Listen. One for kids with insurance and one with Medicaid. Yes, ma'am, I know. Excuse me. And that's why, listen, that's why I do not play. I'm not against going to the doctor, but you do not have to take everything that they hand you in a prescription. I don't take anything my doctor prescribed. I told him I'll continue to alkaline. He said, okay. I'm trying to tell you. You said that's so upsetting. We can't trust the people we're taught that are there to look out for us. Girl, I learned from my parents. Both of them worked in the medical field, and they used to tell me, well, they didn't used to tell us, but talking when they would get home. I think this was before HIPAA, because it was back in the 80s. I don't know if HIPAA was around then or not. And they didn't say the people's name. They would just be talking about like their different patients and stuff, and how them doctors was unaliving people and covering it up, or they'd be and gave them the wrong medicine. My mom and them did not play that. But my dad is still a nurse right now. My mama don't work in the medical field no more, but my dad does. Sadly, a lot of health professionals get hooked up. Man, I know. They be on more drugs than the people they prescribing them to. They be prescribing them drugs because they need to do their habit. I met a chick, man, listen. Believe me, I know. Them as needed pills, yeah, they be coming up missing. Them nurses and doctors, them as needed. That's why, do y'all realize that's why they had to get the locks, like the time release machines? It wasn't for the patients, it was for the nurses and doctors stealing the medicine, taking it themselves. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm happy you be here for them. Because you might be able to help somebody else. For real. It's a lot of people that just automatically assume, oh, it's the doctor, let me trust them. No. Some people have God complexes, and they will play with your kids' life and your life. You know how many people have been misdiagnosed with cancer? They done operated on these people, did all these biopsies, took parts of their body out, and whole time wasn't nothing wrong with them. using them, a perfectly healthy person, for experimental drugs. Is you crazy? Mm-mm. We won't be doing none of that. Just like Grey's Anatomy. Come on. In real life. In real life. In real life. Listen, I told y'all I have a few family members. They used to be on really hard drugs. You hear me? And you would not believe the people that used to show up to this person's house. Judges, lawyers, doctors, nurses, specialists. You would not think that they would be at this person's house getting high with them, but they was. In real life. I'm talking about police. Come to the hood. Had a person go get them a little something and be back there in the room geeked. Telling you. You will never suspect. You will never think. I know they do. She not me. I done seen it. And I used to be in the trap with my boyfriends back in the day. You hear me? When there was a thing called tweaking hours and folks used to be coming in knocking on the door in the middle of the night. I done seen it. They be high at work. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I done seen them, honey. You a doctor? And you in the hood, in here, back here in this room where it's a mattress on the floor? And then spend all your money. I done seen it. Homeboy that made all the cash. In one day. Ooh, Emilio, when was your last checkup and when was the last time you had a disease? Tell me, Emilio. The Pope is in rehab more than regular people. I already know. We had a pharmacist that was putting stuff in his feet so people wouldn't know. In between their toes. Listen. David Ruffin. I already, listen. Y'all ain't got to tell me. I already know. I had family members who were street pharmacists back in the day. And baby, we seen all the kinds of people come to the door. All the kinds. Every kind of person you can think of. People riding up in brand new BMWs and the cars I can't even pronounce, honey. You said you got morals, you old school. That still didn't tell me nothing. I mean, if you feel like I should tell you what my last boyfriend was, you should feel comfortable with me asking you when was your last checkup on your snatch, because that's basically what you asking me. That ain't none of nobody business. We in here talking about medicine. When I had a boyfriend, ain't none of nobody damn business at all. You can't be too old school, or else you would have asked me in my inbox, and not in front of 130 something people. Oh, okay. You said I love it here, girl. This is crazy. But then when I start asking questions, I'm wrong. If I say, when's the last time you had a venereal disease, then they gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I think it's a fair question. And I think I should get an answer because I asked. I mean, you're on the internet too. You right on the same internet I'm on. So if you can ask me a crazy question that don't got nothing to do with you, I should be able to ask one as well. Okay, let's just get that out there. I think it's fair. I'm telling you, you need to chill out. That's what I'm telling you. Don't tell me to chill. When I had a boyfriend, if I got a boyfriend right now, that ain't none of nobody business, especially not yours, a complete stranger, and you got a Muppet as your picture. You might be one of my ex-boyfriends I don't talk to no more, trying to figure out if I'm getting beat down or not. See, I'm trying to get my back blowed out. I'm not. I don't know who you are on the other side of that, so I don't answer questions about my personal life to strangers. You don't even have a picture up there. I might not want to tell you. I wouldn't listen. I don't care about your body count. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You want to tell all your business on the internet. That's not what I'm doing here. We talking about something completely different. Whether I got a boyfriend or not, it ain't none of your business. I'm 45 years old and I don't have to tell nobody nothing. Hello. You said that ain't got nothing to do with us. We here to learn this part. We in here talking about medicine, and you worried about if somebody kissing on my neck. None of your business. If it was, you wouldn't know it. I mean, the internet has made people too comfortable. Hello. You said I just woke up to a good right. Back to what we were saying about immunizations. We up in the middle of the night talking about the doctors and stuff. Listen, for the parents that got children, try to see if you can get your medical exemption. If you can, it's gonna be needed. And then now, if anything happened, they might not be able to go to school. But as far as like while the outbreak is out of whatever else it is, but you'll just have to go get their homework. Okay, I can deal with that. You heard me? But as for you about to just keep putting this stuff in my kid, we're not doing that. No. Mm-mm. Y'all think I'm rude? Y'all know I don't care. I don't. The internet has made people too comfortable. And I always got to be the bad guy when I ask a crazy question. Like, when's the last time you had your colon cleaned? Were there worms in there? Did you have a tapeworm? Was your booty itchy? If I ask that, then I'm doing too much. Do you have an itchy booty? Let's talk about that. That's what we need to be talking about. I'm for real. Listen. You smart because a lot of females will run their mouth and tell everybody business and theirs too, and don't even know who they talking to. I got too many spies, baby. And I always have, even before I got on social media. I always had folks that wanted to know my damn business. And this is why I always been the way that I am. You got to remember, my family used to love to run business that wasn't true. So I really don't be worried about nobody outside. No, but sometimes you don't have no filter, but you got to dealing with these TikTok people. Yes, you said, but no, but sometimes you don't have no filter. My kids say that all the time, Mom, you don't have no filter. Well, folks don't have no filter either. But it get them off our page, Nisi Poo. We have the most gentle class over here. This is the safest place on the internet. You know why? Because they know not to come over here messing with us. This is why we can feel so comfortable and get through 7 hours of class and don't have a whole bunch of drama or nothing. Because Auntie got to have no filter. Technically, I do have a filter. I'm the filter for the class. Strong boundaries with no filter is the best. Listen, she said, Auntie, you don't got no filter sometimes. I know I don't. Your cousin said the same thing. That one in there in the bed, they always say, yeah, our mom doesn't have a filter, but I do. I do. I've been filtered it 10 times, probably before it came out. Because it probably would have been worse than these people. I'm telling you, Auntie used to be horrible when it came to what I was going to say. I used to be a lot worse than I am right now, I promise. God has worked. Even since I've been here, y'all remember I used to tell people, you like eating boo-boo, don't you? I don't even hardly say that no more. You remember? I used to tell people, you stick your thumb in your butt and then put it in your mouth, don't you? You have to. Because if you don't like the taste of this, why is you still over here? I don't say that stuff. I done got better. Give me my props now. They got better. I used to say some crazy stuff, but this is the. Why is you forcing yourself to be over here if you don't like what I'm doing over here? You remember? Auntie used to talk crazy. I done got better. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I done got better. I have gotten better. Do you understand me? I have gotten better. Hell, you said I was on the ground when you would say that, girl, because people, you want to come here and argue with a stranger. That is crazy to me. Listen, you said you really have. You said as soon as they start, you do your famous look, and that's when you tell them about their self. I be like, oh Lord, they done got her started. I'm sorry. You said yes, but you still don't play. I don't. I don't. Cause can I tell you something? I'ma say this. I know y'all see it on the internet too. People feel like whether you're on the internet, their opinion matters about like what you're how you're gonna live. I guess they be forgetting that when people turn this internet off, this is not a thing. Everybody don't care if you like them. I still got to do my job. I told y'all that when I got over here. I said, listen, I don't care if y'all don't like me. Because I still got to say what I got to say. Because I'm worried about, excuse me, God being pleased with me. Okay? I got a job to do. This ain't about the cash. They're just used to Folgers instead of Cafe Bustelo. I'm trying to tell you. And I don't like being rude. God convicts me when I go a little bit too far. And y'all know I'll come back and apologize. Just like the other day, I want to say this. I made a comment about people having to clock in. Listen, it ain't nothing. I was not trying to demean nobody that had no job. But people try to come in here. The guy came in here the other day. He said, yeah, but that's why we love you. Girl, he came here and I wanted to say that too. I apologize because I wasn't trying to whatever. Everybody, I mean, I didn't had a lot of different jobs. I didn't work. But he came in talking about she probably don't got a job. Right, I own a business. And this ain't the first one. I said, you're telling me you clock in, but I'm telling you that if I got a job or not, what do they have to do with your life? Is you going to help pay my bills? No, you're not. So all of them comments that people think that they really doing something, you make yourself look silly because I don't care about how you pay your bills. I don't care if you got a job or not. That ain't none of my business because I don't got to sleep in your house. If you don't got no lights, that don't have nothing to do with me. People be worried instead of like staying on what we talking about, they be on some other stuff trying to be whatever. You look silly because you too worried about a stranger's business. Do you know what's going on in your own house is what I need to be asking you. The judgmental statements are so weird. Yeah, they will be okay, famous people talking about 9 to 5 people all the time. Listen, but this is the thing, Auntie. Only reason I said that is because he was like, you know, she probably don't got no job, whatever, nigga. Whether I got one or not, what is that doing for you? Just like I used to tell y'all, when I used to run into famous people and I got so much money, I don't care. What do your money have to do with me? What do you being famous have to do with me? So because you famous, I'm supposed to give you my body? What part of the plan is it? Like, what kind of hoes is y'all dealing with? We can sit here and talk and you can buy me a drink, but other than that, I ain't got nothing for you. What do you mean? Yeah. And I done ran into plenty of stars in my day. I don't care that you, listen, one of my favorites, I'm talking about favorites. And baby, he was like, oh no. I don't know what you thought this was. No, we're not gonna do that. Now I'm sure somebody in here will. Just won't be me. No. Won't be me. And I'm talking about this is the person I used to be like, oh my God, in my life, I hope I meet them. And I did at 25. And I was like, wow. Okay. It was very interesting. We got the chance to chop it up. And that was it. I moved on with my life. And And I could walk away with my head held high, too. You hear me? Mm-mm. That's what I'm understanding about these young girls and young people now. Like, they just tell everybody who they sleeping with, what they doing. I'm like, dang, ain't nothing sacred no more. Nothing is sacred. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no nothing. I don't like that. I don't like everybody in my business. I told you I was married for 5 years. Most people didn't. Hell, I was divorced for a year before folks had ever even seen a nigga. Listen, family on there talking about money just paper. I've seen your stuff. Listen. Uh-oh, Amelia didn't put his picture up there. Come on, Emilio. You not playing today? All right, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. I've always loved your being straightforward, straight-laced, granny boots. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Silverlocks, this is the thing. You know, you know why a lot of people are unhappy? Privacy is peace, pumpkin. It is. You said everybody comfortable with sin, for real. And you know what? This is my thing. Why do everybody got to know what you're doing? Do you think that make them like you more? It don't. Most people is haters in their heart anyway. So if they see that you happy, if they can't copy it, if they can't steal it and try to use it for themselves, they're going to try to destroy it. Period. You have very few people that are going to, like I said, y'all hear me talk about my marriage, but y'all know I still uphold marriage. I think marriage is the most beautiful thing that you can have when it is good. So yes, I talk crazy about my marriage because I was married to a person that didn't value marriage. But do I still think marriage is amazing? Hell yeah, I think it's the best thing God could have put together if you have two people that are willing to work at it. Do you see what I'm saying? But that whole telling everybody everything, no. I told you I used to put and my ex-husband, he wasn't funny looking, I guess. I don't know. I really don't be remembering what he looked like. But I used to put a smiley face, a big one, over his face. And my family used to be like, why you don't want us to see him? What do you need to see him for? Why you don't want us to see him? Who said I didn't want y'all to see him? I see him, so it don't matter if you see him or not. I need to understand what you see in my husband is going to do for you. Is it going to help you pay your bills? No. Is it going to put food on your table? No. Pay your car insurance? Absolutely not. What about medical insurance? No. Is it going to make your day better or worse to see my husband? No. Ex-husband, but still. Folks just be wanting to be nosy. You see what I'm saying? So they can have something to talk about, go run and tell somebody business. No. Or be in a inbox. No. You don't need to. And it ain't that I got nothing to hide. It ain't none of your business. It's none of your business. You said if he does something, we have to protect you from. Who? Y'all can't protect me no more than God. And God will tell me if you're doing something before he tell y'all, I promise you. Yeah, you didn't play. Not a filter on his face. I bet they was mad. Yeah. My niece just found out I was divorced. I've been divorced for going on 5 years. Come May, I'll be divorced 5 years. My niece just said, Auntie, you divorced, girl? Yeah. She said, are you... Hell, some people didn't even know I was married. And it wasn't because I was conducting myself any kind of way. I don't tell my business like that. Thank you, Emilio. I appreciate that. Listen. I tell y'all my testimonies. You said, okay, I had an abusive relationship, so it was a must to show my man. I had abusive relationships too, and I still wasn't showing that nigga. Damn sure I ain't showing him. You think I want to... I'm different. I'm different. I don't like people in my business. I don't. And that's... My family made it that way. I do not like... What my thing is this. As long as I'm happy, that's all you need to be happy about. Everything else is extra. Anything else, you just being nosy. I didn't have an abusive relationship. I done had all that. No. Yeah. Yeah. My ex-husband, the only family member he met my mama. He met one of my aunties. He met one of my cousins and his wife and my kids. So out of all the family members I have, he met about, outside of my children, 4 people, 3 or 4. And that's only because they came to my daughter's graduation. That's the only reason they met him in person. Other than that, they would have never met him. Not even my mama. Mm-mm. For what? As long as my kids like him, I don't care who else do. That don't make it. Nope. And that might be crazy, but I don't. You said he met everybody he was supposed to, right? And wish he wouldn't have met her. Love my mama, but I wish he would have never met her. But again, sometimes I do be happy when they meet her because then they understand why I am the way that I am. Because they be thinking I be exaggerating until they meet her, and then they be like, "Oh," and I be like, "Oh, I told you." Y'all thought I was lying, huh? It's okay. Yeah, I know it's way extreme, but she is that. So now you get to see. And when she left, he was like, wow. I said, right, right. Love you too. Good night, Pumpkin. You said I have one person that know the tea when I get someone for emergency purposes only. That part. Mari. Both times. Listen, they figured out why. They said, I understand now. Oh, you thought I was lying, huh? You thought she wasn't gonna do you too? Okay. Well, now you know. She don't have no respect to persons. She'll be disrespectful whenever she wants to whoever. Oh, nephew. Listen, Silver Locks, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, this is the thing. Do you know why people are, who told me what? Why are you just typing random stuff? Listen. Listen. People be miserable. And when people are miserable, they want other people to be miserable. If no. Like when I was not happy in my marriage, if I was talking to people that was happy in a marriage, it was a lot of stuff I didn't even bring up. Not because I was ashamed, but I want your marriage to work just because mine ain't working. And mine ain't working because of me. It's working because of this nigga. He don't value nothing. Right. He still think he's 17 in his mind. So I'm fighting a losing battle here. He's not mature. He don't understand when you got a woman that got her head on straight and they can see the future and that God blesses to know things like that. Was all he was all intimidated. I don't got time for that. I need a man that's gonna listen to me. I will listen to you as long as you got some sense, and I need you to listen to me. That's our strengths. You see what I'm saying? But if you just poking your chest out because you a man and you don't know what the hell you doing, no. We won't be doing any of that. My daddy taught me how to do everything you know how to do. I promise you. And between him and my uncles and my brothers, I can figure it out. Now I might not be able to lift no engine out. I ain't got no hoist, but if I get one, I probably could do that too. You said I told my husband that before we got married. Yeah. And I'm not saying I don't know how to be no woman, because if you want to pamper me, I got it. I know how to be a princess too. But if you don't want to step up and be the Paul Bunyan in the group, I know I got my own axe. I know how to chop down a tree. You said I have some wisdom. I need you to hear me. Listen, some men be jealous with the same women they lay with. Girl, your whole enemy. And women too. Look at how many women have destroyed a good man's life because she don't know what she got. Oh, idiot helpful. Sorry, you ain't supposed to call people idiots. You hear me? There's plenty of women that have. I know somebody, Paula Bunyan. I'm trying to tell you. I know one of my good friends. His baby mom lied on him and said he hit her because she came home drunk, trying to like push on him. He was at her house watching their kid and her other kids that are not his. Mind you, they wasn't even together, but you know, that's his baby mama. He like, I'll go watch the boy, you know, watch the kids so you can go out and have a good time. She came in drunk, trying to make him hurry up and leave, I guess, because she wanted to bring a nigga in. He trying to just wake up. She's snatching on him. He like he pushed her, but not like pushed her, but he just kind of stopped her like, hey, chill. He scratched her. He lost his good job and he lost his military benefits because she called the police because she was drinking. And then after it was all over, he got a felony and all this old stuff when it was her fault. Lost his good job. He worked at for a really good company in Indy. Like, yes, baby. He lost out. Like, it was crazy. And she always be saying she's sorry. I guess up until now they cool. But he lost like all his stuff. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. That's why I don't play. Cause listen, people that are unhappy, they will make you lose everything you have. And you have to believe that. This is why God needs to be in the relationship. Yeah. Yeah. But even when God, listen, God can be in a relationship, but the person has to allow God to work in them. You hear me? Good night, pumpkin. God can be in a relationship. My ex-husband was a freaking assistant pastor. What more God can you get than that? Hello? He was an assistant pastor. Not when I met him, but right before I met him. Thank you. He was an assistant pastor. I told y'all when I saw the Bible, because the nigga was getting drunk, I'm like, who Bible is this? Pastor such and such. He said, that's my Bible. I said, no, like your grandpa gave it to you. Who a minister? He said, I used to be an assistant pastor. I said, are you serious? Ain't no way, nigga. Too many stories about that kind of stuff is why I'm single today and happier. Silver locks. Clock that T, please, and thank you. Now, I ain't saying I don't want no triceps and biceps around here. That's not what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna go get nothing that God don't approve of. You heard me? I've been through that. Once I told God, if you let me out, I will be single until you send somebody. It's been 5 years. Now, I had me a little situation right after I got divorced, but that didn't last long. I already knew what that was. That was a put my feet back in the water moment. Mm-hmm. And then that was, it was what it was. I wasn't even sad about that, but you hear me? Mm-mm. No, thank you. This ain't even singing or mingling. This is single. Ain't no mingling. You hear me? No. Yeah, I leave the trees alone. I ain't ran through no trees, boy. This in a minute. You hear me? I stays out of the woods. Dude. You said just a big toe in the water and went back in the house. Did let me test this water and see what. Yep, no, it's still garbage. I'm going on back in the house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You said I miss this. I do miss it. I miss being in a relationship, but I don't want to be unhappy just to say I got one. No. If you don't treat, no. Because I know I'm going to do my part. That, like I said, they try to keep up with me. I don't try to keep up with them. I guarantee you that. They be trying to find, they be watching on here. I told y'all one day my baby daddy was in here. What is you doing in here, sir? For what? I wouldn't be surprised if, listen, I be trying to tell y'all. Just because I don't tell y'all, sometimes I see stuff and I be like, what is you doing in here? You say, when he say stay out the forest, he mean it. Yeah, I don't. When you know your worth, you can wait. Yeah. For God to bless you. Heck yeah. Listen. I don't want nothing God didn't give me. They probably be watching you from a fake page. Of course they do. He don't. One of my baby daddies, he watch from his page. He just as crazy as a bit. But he might be in here now. Hell, I don't know. If you is, hey, baby daddy. Because they know I won't talk to him in person. Thank you so much, Emilio. I'm real over here. This is what we do. This is the place where you come to get real. Because you know the internet fake. We don't do that fake stuff. We gonna call it like it is over here. They do be. I know. I want to tell y'all something so bad, but it's crazy. It was, yeah. It was real crazy one day in here. Y'all didn't even know. I had to go get my meds that day. I said, "What?" When I say back to back, I was like, no, no way. They knew that I knew. I said, that's crazy. It be names in here. Y'all don't know the names, but I know the names. And then. I called my daughters. I said, y'all will not believe what happened today in my class. That was making my armpits sweaty. Look at that. I don't want to talk about it no more. and then. You hear me? Save it for the book. I want the toe wiggling juice. Mari, you will not believe. You said period. Yes, I'm done with it. I'm done. Listen, you remember the jam sessions? We did used to kick it in here. We did. But they be playing now. Everything I do, they be trying to get me off of here. I be just trying to bring y'all joy and happiness. Not always. Sometimes I gotta bust head to the white meat. But other than that, we be good. One thing I feel like people have done here is grown. People grew. I'm flashing now. Jeez. Yeah, menopause is a trip. The way you be putting us on game, I know they be stalking you. That's why Auntie don't be talking to people. That's why I don't have friends. Because people used to be like, oh, she lives such and such. She blah, 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 blah. See you later. And that's why I don't. I'm grown, and is. That's why I don't hang out with nobody. Because people like to tell people my business. Like, I'm talking about somebody I ain't seen in 15 years. Why is you telling them where I stay? Why is you telling them I didn't got, that ain't your business to baby? Because I will walk past that person like I don't know them. And look you dead in your eyes when I do it. And walk straight on past you. So you know I saw you. And I'm still not going to speak. And it ain't going to be I see you and I know you see me seeing you. And I'm still not going to talk to you. You better go on somewhere. I don't take black coat hash. I don't take nothing. I'm doing all of this natural pumpkin. You said grew, got prepared, got addicted to the Bible, stepping into my senior year. Come on. Speaking of class, I'm going to have to go back and catch up. Listen. This is my thing. People don't want you to be yourself. And if a lot of people would just be honest, okay? If a lot of people would just be honest with themselves, they would make the people around them happier. But too many people are okay living a lie. You hear me? Too many people okay living a lie. My ex-husband thought I was I'm not living a lie for nobody. I'm not about to fake and shake and smile and act like everything is okay. It's not. So every time we get into it, you want to call your mama over here, I'm going to be rude to everybody. Do you hear me? I'm going to speak. I ain't going to be nasty, but I will tell her, your son just called y'all over here because we into it and he think that's going to make me talk to him. I'm not. Hello, I'm about to go up here and go to bed. Y'all have a good time. Do you hear me? This is what I said, he only called y'all over here because we are into it. And he think I'm going to sit down here and talk with y'all. And then he going to try to talk to me. I'm not going to talk to him. And I don't want to be rude to y'all. So I'm going upstairs. You said she's not independent. She depends on God. That part. You hear me? Yeah. You think you slick? No, sir. I won't. I'm still not talking to you. You said they want you to dim your light for them to magnify back. Come over here. Silver locks. Did y'all hear what he said? They want you to dim your light for them to magnify basic. Yes. And I can't. Because God made me this way. If you don't like me, go away. I'm not. I got ex-homegirls, people I used to be around. Family members too. I'm not about to quit being amazing because you don't want to. What that got to do with me? God made me this way, and I finally like me. It took me years to be able to. I mean, I always like me, but I like more than my outside. How about that? It took me a while. I liked my inside too, but because the world only wants to see a certain thing, then I had to hide my inside away. No, I'm not doing that. If you don't like me, don't come over here, because I'm not changing because you don't like me. So what? I'm like you said, dim my light, and that's what he wanted me to do. I'm not doing that. I don't care. Mm-mm. And that's why I don't got no folks I hang out with right now, because I don't have time for, I just, ugh, it make my skin crawl. People get acting weird. If they can't be you, they try to destroy you. And I don't like that. If they can't get the same attention you get, or the same reverence you get, or whatever it is, and they don't never think, I should work on myself. Instead of trying to tear this person down, or make people not like them, or make people not listen to them, I should work on myself. And then people will like me as well, or people will think I have something important to say. Or they never think that. They just instantly start hating. You say, yes, that's how I am. I don't want you around if you're not genuine. Them people who be talking about everything you do. Listen, baby girl, they will try to emulate your whole life. Imitate, whatever you want to call it. They will do that. And they will get mad when, okay, like, y'all seen it in our class. People try to come in here and try to show me up in my class. Go get your own. You think you doing something? I don't go in nobody's. I done been in one man live, and I didn't even he was a whole Satanist. I didn't even disrespect this dude. You said you are the first partaker. Work on your first. Listen, this. You are the first partaker. Right. Work on you first. Right. No. I ain't disrespect. Look, I don't go in nobody live being disrespectful. I don't go in nobody live trying to teach. I'm not going in nobody's class trying to bring people over to my class or try to make them. I don't do that. Hell, y'all be telling people you should check out CERCA TROVA. I don't be tagging myself under not a nobody nothing, and haven't the whole time we been here. Hell, I don't even tell people to follow me. I say you can go check out my YouTube video, blah blah blah, in reference to whatever. But I don't. I tell them you don't even have to subscribe. So y'all ain't heard me say subscribe, share, nothing. Now some days there have been days where we knew they was playing with our numbers, and I asked people to share. But it ain't been more than 10 days that I did that, and that's in 4 years almost. Because what's for me is for me. I don't have to take something that belongs to somebody else to get what's for me. I don't. This model that I've used here, God gave it to me. I didn't base it off nobody else's stuff. I didn't base it off of anything. God gave me how I was supposed to do what I do here. Do you hear me? Period. And that's why it's worked, because God gave it to me. You hear me? I did what he told me to do. I ran this class the way he told me to run it, and it has worked for almost 4 years. God has blessed us to not have no real scandals or no craziness, because we don't fool with nobody. We come over here, we learn, we love on each other, and we go home. Plain and simple. That's it, that's all. We don't do nothing else. So, you know, it's crazy. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. People want to be, I don't know. It's weird. I don't like that. baby in my room, so I gotta go outside. I'm like, man, I forgot what it is to have little kids in the house. Listen, yeah. I guarantee you this. If people told less of their business, they would be happier. If people focused on themselves, they would be happier. And people be mad when you can focus on yourself. People be mad when you elevate. And I'm not talking about finances. That's not what I'm talking about. Because plenty of rich people are miserable, horrible people. But when you work on yourself and you try to be better at just than you were yesterday, that intimidates people. When you can be authentically yourself, that intimidates people, y'all. It do. It make people feel away. And when you the same all the time, and you don't switch up when you around other people, act this way, then act that, oh, they don't know how to handle that. It makes them feel away. I done been around too many people like that. I'm talking about corporate America, in the trap, everywhere. When I worked in a strip club, it was the same thing. You understand? Chicks mad because you happy. Girl, you walk around frowned up. How you supposed to make some money? Nigga, you don't look like you happy. Ain't nobody gonna ask you for no dances. You crazy? You look mad. Then you didn't even ask the nigga if you supposed to sit in his lap. You just plopped your butt down. He might. What is you doing? You don't have no cool, no nothing. Asking a nigga about his watch and his shoes and stuff. You're just weird. Ooh, I know them shoes cost a lot of money. How much them shoes cost? That watch look expensive. Listen. Husbands, wives, strangers, so-called friends, and you just be minding your own business, genuinely loving people, and find out they was hating. Like, damn, Mari. Listen. It's okay. Listen. It's so sad. Home nowadays definitely be a whole vibe. Mari, do you know, I'm going to tell y'all what got me, right? When I was probably about like 28, right? I started noticing I didn't see my friends, and I had a couple friends, but I was always like driving I told y'all this, driving to visit them. Like, and my kids, you know, they like to get out, and too, I really don't like a lot of people around my house, but certain people I was cool. But I noticed anytime it was time for them to have to come to my house, it was too far. I said, you do realize it's the same mileage from your door to my door as it is from my door to your door. My family, when you coming to visit, I said, you know it's the same amount of miles from my house to your house? So I'm supposed to be the one to continue to foot the bill to come see you. That's why I don't go visit my family. I done lived all over the country, baby. And for the first 10 years I was away from my family, wasn't nobody coming to visit. What you mean? When you and the kids coming? Oh, so I got to foot the bill for me and 4 kids when it's only 1 or 2 of y'all and y'all can fly and I got to drop? No. Okay. I won't be doing none of this no more. Story of my life, but they want me to waste gas and come to them. Girl. And mind you, I was a single mom at the time of 4 children. So it's okay for me to drive almost 2,000 miles with a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old as a single woman across country, 28 hours, 32 hours by myself. And ain't nobody putting in no money on the gas, but y'all expect. And then for a minute I was doing it, going to visit my mom and them, driving up there every summer. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I did, man. I used to drive from the Midwest to Arizona like it was nothing. Talking about 2-3 times a year by myself. The first time I drove with my youngest, that came in here and brought me that chicken, she was 8 months old. And my son was in Arizona because I moved in the middle of the school year. Yes, the first time I drove to Arizona, I had a 4-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a newborn. And I had my 4-year-old. I made up all my daughter's bottles, right? All she had to do was pour the water in. She knew how to fill it up. I had a bottle warming on the rear view mirror thing. I'm trying to tell you. Made up sandwiches. I would stop, pull over, change diapers, get them together, and I'm on the road. I'm talking about by myself. I was 24. For real. You said same 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Not calling to check on you like you do them. Come on, and don't got much to say when y'all talk on the phone. Get off my phone so I can block you and move on like I never knew you. This by myself. He might be asleep. Let me see. He might be asleep, but we about to see.
Hello.
You sleep?
No, I'm actually not.
Okay, sorry. I'm live real quick. Folks don't believe that mom used to drive with y'all by myself when I was 24, 25 years old cross country with no other adults.
All the way, well, barely any stops too.
You say it again. Tell them again.
I said barely any stops too.
Straight through. You hear me? And I was 24, 25 all the way with kids and only me. Thank you, son.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you.
Bye. Ain't no stopping to get in a hotel, baby. I'm pushing it 28 hours. I'm talking about rolling. Do you hear me? Listen, you said yes. About to start it over myself. He loved Naruto. I told you, nephew, y'all is right there together. It cracks me up because y'all being told me about an anime and then he'll call me and talk to me about it. I'm like, he said, you know what, Mom? No. Your cousins just told me. They was talking about it in class. Yeah. Baby, I got down through this United States. I was not scared to move nowhere. I was going up. Baby, I didn't care if I had to sell everything and just move with what we got on our backs. I was going. I'm not remaining unhappy for nobody. Naruto reminded me, for real, you said Niji? I don't know who that is. Y'all know I don't know nothing about no anime. This is the most I ever learned about anime, being with y'all and him. Because he used to be trying to get me into it, and I used to be like, son, just tell me about it. Mom, you should watch it. Son, the fact that they mouths don't move when the words is coming out, it gets to me. And why they always got to make their eyes so big and look like they about to cry whenever, or the sweat beads take so long to drip down. I just didn't understand. I drove from here to Tucson, and that's like 24-hour drive. Yeah, the ride was treacherous, so I know, yeah. That'd be the only thing that get me. And why they gotta move like, it's like when they jump, it be like, and then it's like all the extra on the back, and then when they hit, it be just crazy. He's be like, Mom, just watch this part. Okay, son. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. You see that? Right. I saw the thing come out of his back, and then his powers activated. What else I'm supposed to be looking at? Asian anime is known for the dramatics. I'm trying to tell you, like, pooh. How long is he gonna be falling? You said, and you was missing these pieces of your books being played out before your eyes. I know. That's what he says too. That's what he says too. That's what he say too. I told y'all he didn't want to tell me, Mom, all of our stuff is in Solomon. Like the Testament of Solomon is his books, right? I mean, he was like, all of my anime. Listen, imagine it is an invisible energy being seen. Listen, y'all are hilarious. I know the anime folks love that anime. People be trying to make my mom do the same thing. I gotta step in like I'm the head of her house. I don't even live with her anymore. I'm trying to tell you. Because people, listen, people, there's so much. And people think, oh, you know, you're scared or no. When you understand life, you tend to deal with less and less people. I don't care what nobody say. All the people that I feel like have started to understand life, and this was even as a young person, they don't have a whole bunch of people around them. It's a lot of people that don't understand life that keep a group of people around them. Most of the people that I know that understand life, they move solo or it'd be like them and their spouse, maybe them and their kids, a couple family members. You don't see them with friends all the time. They ain't always got to be with nobody. Like the folks that always got to have a whole bunch of people around them, they lives be a mess. They lives be a mess. Men and women, I don't care. I done seen it. They always got to be on the phone, talking, running their mouth, all of that. Oh, no. The more you discipline yourself, people become troublesome. Man. And you be dealing with other people's problems, yeah. I told you, I will hang up on somebody quick. You get to interrupting my peace with your drama that you can avoid, I'm hanging up. You're not about to call my phone with that every day. And especially not since I being here by myself and ain't nothing to take the frustration away. Oh, no. Yep, I can't handle it right now. It's too much. Nope. And it'd be different if it was some triceps and biceps around here. It ain't none. You understand me? No. I will not be nobody's trash can for no stupid stuff. Now, if you really need help, I got you. But just to be dumping and it's stuff that you can avoid, but you don't want to hear nobody when they talking to you, and then you expect people to keep dealing with your problems and you keep doing stupid stuff? He said, I love my best friend, but calling for issues you can fix is beyond me. I'm not wasting my time for that. And I'm telling you, if every time you call me with a problem you don't want to listen, I will quit answering the phone. Because you're just going to keep going through the same thing, thinking I'm about to sit and listen to you say the same thing for 2.5 hours. Baby, I could have been reading, painting, making some bread, making some butter, hell, deboning a turkey. I could have been doing a million things. I ain't doing that. Hell, sitting here twiddling my toes, twist my hair, watch TV. I could, no. And you can't call my phone every day with no drama. I stopped calling people when I realized that I was the only one. Ooh, they was only calling me when they had a problem and when I needed to vent. Hold on, Missy Pooh. You said they would make it about them. Ooh. Baby, listen. I bet not have a bad day and try to talk to nobody about it. There's very few people. I mean, I got a few people. But most people, when I talk to them, not all, but 90% of the people, when I talk, y'all done seen me come in here and do it. I'll be crying about something, telling you how stressed out my day is, and folks will come in here and start talking about their problems. Hey, I listen to other people's problems every single day. I need somebody to listen to mine. No? Just teach you and keep going? Oh, okay, never mind. And that's why sometimes I be looking at the camera like, are you serious? I know you see me trying to tell you how I feel right now. You gonna come here talking about your problems. I don't give a damn today. I don't. But the fact that you don't want to care about me having a bad day, I don't care if you want to be taught today. And you gonna be inconsiderate. I guess we both gonna be inconsiderate. I don't know. People don't even ask you before they call you and start dumping on you, how was your day going? I love you too, Tom. You hear me? And not even ask if you are in the mood. Y'all nephew just came right back. It's hard to imagine you with issues. Oh, I have plenty. But it just don't be that many people to talk to about them. You said, and not even ask if you are in the mood or how your day was or if someone died. This part. And that was my issue with the person that brought me to WOIU. It was swiftly cut off. Mari, it is so freaking inconsiderate. I could have woke up having an amazing day and you want to call and dump out your BS on me that you can really avoid. But baby, let me have a problem. I can't even get 30 minutes of uninterrupted time, baby. They won't even give you... That's... Oh, it's in my room. That's why I write my stuff in the book. That's why I write my stuff in the book. I mean, I've been to y'all now because I love y'all. I feel like I can trust y'all. And y'all make me feel like... I know y'all pray for me. I'm not going to say y'all make me feel like I know that y'all pray for me. I know y'all do. I know that y'all be worried about me when y'all don't see me. You see what I'm saying? And we haven't even met in person, some of us. But I know that just from the emails and stuff that I get. My family, baby, they gonna call me when they need a problem. And I told y'all, it's getting better now with my brothers. But my brothers would call me when they had a problem. Baby, I could call them 20 minutes later and they would not answer the phone. I told God when I started to overstay to the wrong people, have me start coughing. That part. I pray before I even enter class. Listen, thank you. I appreciate it. Because I be needing it. I got tired of them waiting for me to react to their situation like it's mine. Girl, I would sit on the phone and be quiet like this. And they be like, are you there? I say, yeah, I'm listening. Why you not saying nothing? Because you said you needed somebody to listen to you. Because if I start trying to give you an opinion, you going to get loud and think I want to argue with you when I don't. So I'm listening. Are you done? You done venting? Okay, I'm about to hang up. Ain't no sense to me giving you no advice because you're not going to listen. I'm not about to waste my words. I could be doing something else. I'm not about to keep telling you the same thing over. That's a waste of my time. I thought about what you tell us you do and stop answering the phone. Girl, I pay this bill. I do not have to answer it if I don't want to. You hear me? Don't. Listen, and now that I do all of this too, y'all, sometimes my mind be so, when I get off here, I just go sit in the tub and I try not to think. After all the questions I have to answer, the things, I mean, we don't just, it's not like our classes are scripted. We go through 1 million things. So my mind is pulling from this place, from this place. I be so emotionally drained. And then to not have nobody to just go and kind of lay under and say, whoo, babe, this day was crazy. You know, can you like rub the knots out my neck or something? You know? No, I can't. And guess what? That's when you have to learn a healthy boundary. And that is something I didn't have at first, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I did not have healthy boundaries at first. I would let people call and dump on me. Then I'd be too heavy to, deal with my kids. Now I'm snapping at my kids because somebody done got on my nerves and they done poured all this poison into my life. Okay? This mess don't got nothing to do with me. I done got irritated because they irritated. I love my kids, but I will hang up in their face too. If you want to holler and scream and you don't want to listen, I'm hanging up. Call me back when you got some sense. And it ain't that I don't want to help, but you're not listening. Because venting is different from you just screaming on my phone. It's different. You can vent, and I'm not saying you can't show no emotion, but you also have to calm down. Quick. Beep. Do. And some people I haven't talked to in all year. Two all year, still waiting for them to call back from last year. But let them need some. Baby, they'll be on your line just, hey, it's for horses. And donkeys. Take whichever you want. People don't understand, then you still got to deal with your life and God's time and instructions right. Right. People don't care about my problems, though. They really don't. It's helped me with my problem. I don't care. Give me a word. Pray for me. All of that. They don't. Because sometimes, y'all don't, man, listen. If y'all only knew. If y'all only knew. See you later. Have a good day. You hear me? Mari dropped me off at 4 hours ago. I fell asleep and woke up and we're still live. That's why I love our classes. This part, Auntie, I'm supposed to be in the bed. Listen. Some people... Listen, me too. We could talk about everything. You said some people be on here forgetting that you're human too, baby. Listen. And guess what? It didn't start on here. It didn't start on here. That's why I'm used to it. But this is why I said I had to learn healthy boundaries. Auntie used to just give out of my time, everything. And God started telling me, hey, you don't have to do all that. And if they can't respect your boundaries, you don't let them cross them. Sometimes I be so overwhelmed, y'all. The only reason I don't turn my phones completely off is because my kids is out of state. But if my kids was in state with me, baby, some days when we get off here, my phones would not be on at all. none of these devices would be on. The only reason I don't is because of my kids. Sometimes I don't want to deal with other people. I'm gonna be honest, especially after doing this. Sometimes I don't want to deal with nobody. Like on my days that I'm not on here, sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to respond to no emails. I won't even text my kids back. Like sometimes I don't. I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm at now. I don't want to be available always. That's where I am right now. I do not want to be available always. I don't. Right? So if I'm not on here, I'm not going to check no emails. I don't want to. And that's what I feel like. I feel like I am always available. You know what I'm saying? Like people always have access to me, and I don't like that. I've never liked that. And so I've had to grow to be okay with, talking to people. Because I talk, but you know what I'm saying? Like it do something for me. Because now I feel like I never get to turn off. Does that make sense? I made it my business for people to not be able to access me prior to this. And so this has pushed every boundary that I have. Every single boundary that I have. It's pushed every last one of them. I'm telling you. Every. No wonder I'm hot. I'm thinking I'm flashing. Y'all didn't turn the damn heat on. Lord, girl. I'm thinking I'm flashing. I forgot I turned the damn heater on. I'm like, why is it so hot in here? Because you turned the heater on, girl. Ain't even a hot flash. It's the heater. Not the internal one. Y'all see my armpits? You see them? Listen, Auntie, I'm thinking I'm flashing like crazy the whole time. I got a robe on and the heater is on. Hell. I be understanding when you take breaks in your lupus. I know sometimes you don't be feeling your best. Girl, I don't. Thank you, Niecy Pooh. Thank you. I know y'all all be, and I know y'all know, but sometimes, like you said, like Tone said, sometimes I be going through my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I do a lot, pretty much every day. Stuff with my kids, stuff just in my life. I mean, I'm by myself every day, so y'all know loneliness be trying to set in. The devil try to play tricks on my mind too. So them be the days when Auntie come in here and I be like, not today. Because I don't want to be mean. I don't want to snap. Because nobody knows what I mean, my brothers are going through things. I got family issues. Hey, Pumpkin. I love you too. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I don't have the mental bandwidth to do it. So sometimes when I be like, y'all, let's just play a game or let's just do this. That's what that's about. And I be wanting to tell my business, but I don't be knowing who over here watching. And I know it's people that I don't mess with that love to see me sad or love to see me going through something. So that's why I have to be very careful. You said it's no kids, just me, 36, almost 37. Oh, you a young baby. You 10 years older than my son, basically. 8 something. Oh, you a young baby. You still got so much time. Listen, I'm getting close. Baby, March, I'll be 46. Clock that T. Ready. You hear me? So ready to be the old lady to get to say whatever she wants to. I'm getting close. Y'all see I've been working on it. I am getting this close to the lady that can say whatever she wants to. Yeah, I'm getting closer and closer and closer. I don't know what age it starts, but that's my brother's birthday. Wow. Yes. Listen, come on. You said, come on, 30 gang. Listen. Listen. Yeah, Emilio said October the 3rd. That's my brother's birthday. That is funny. Yes. My big brother's birthday is October the 3rd. And one of my old best friends. That's crazy. I ain't got no long way. 50, I'm saying whatever I want to. If the world go that long, 50. 4 years. 50, I'm saying what I want to. I'm almost there now. I mean, I'm going to keep it cool. But Auntie, Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yours is October 7th. Oh, that's my baby daddy birthday. That's funny. I can. I am. Um, I ain't gonna be talking crazy to people that ain't talking crazy to me, but thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Listen, 50? I made it half a. Man, listen. 60 around the corner. Sure is. Sure is. I'm grateful to get older. I don't know. Some people want to try to stay young. I don't. I do not want to stay young. Young reminds me of not failure, but not understanding. So no, I don't want to do that. Some people try to stay young. They want to. I don't care. Now I'm waiting on all my gray to come in, so I have been coloring my hair, not because I'm trying to hide my gray. I just want it to be all one piece. I don't like it looking dingy because it looks weird. But once I get my solid white, baby, y'all can hang it up. I'm telling you. I don't want to be young. I don't want to be broke down, but I don't want to be young. I'm grateful for my age. I'm grateful for my wisdom. I'm moving out of the way so that my children can live their life. That's the problem. A lot of these kids out here bad because they mamas and daddies still trying to be 22. Heifer and nil. You is not 22 no more. Move. Like my daughters came. I didn't give them a hard time. I just told them try not to drink too much when y'all go. They went to the Chris Brown. I watched my grandbaby. I'm okay with moving out of the way. I had my heyday. I'm not trying to compete with my daughters. I'm not trying to do none of that. It's a lot of mamas out here. They trying to compete with their daughters. Men trying to compete with their sons. You had your time. Sit down somewhere. This is why these kids don't have nobody to guide them. Okay? They don't have nobody to guide them because the mamas and daddies is trying to be in competition with them for the same age people and all that old weird stuff. Baby, no. You said you will be 53. I say whatever I want and mean that's that part, auntie. That part. She said I'll be 53, October 27th, and I say what I want to, and I mean every bit of it, and do. And do. And do. Because guess what? I don't go bothering nobody. I did. We did see it. Yep. Well, I haven't seen the actual show, but yeah. But it's a lot of people it's a lot of people that's jealous of they kids, which is stupid. You said yes. I love what I say, what I and mean what I say. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, my babies popped out. That make me happy. When they go and have a good time, long as I taught them how to be, I'm proud of that. You hear me? I want them to pop out. I want them to have a good. Now I don't want you no filter. I got a filter. It's just not. It's holes in it, and it don't need to be repaired. It's some filters got real small holes. Mine don't have that. My filters kind of look like the screens on the windows. Some of them is a little bit bigger than others. That's how mine look. Something got to get through. Something got to get through. You said the laughing. I just said, I can't tell you. Mine do. It got holes in it. Because this is the thing. People want you to be fake. Who will be honest? Your friends don't be wanting you to tell them the truth. Your family members do not be wanting. They be wanting you to tell them what they want to hear. And when you don't, you're not the favorite. I don't give a damn. I don't. You won't be able to say I help you ruin your life. You gonna have to put that on everybody else. I don't got no parts of that. I don't even want it. You hear me? Nope. I'm not gonna help you ruin your life. And if I have to say something that hurt your feelings right about now, you'll be all right. I bet you'll feel better tomorrow. Because you're going to go home and think about it. I'd rather somebody say something to me that's going to make my life better than tell me everything I want to hear and my life is ruined. No. They want to tell you, but they don't want you telling them. Yeah. I told y'all. And that's why people don't listen. People call me when they're ready for an answer. Other than that, I don't got nothing for you. I'm not about to do that with you. I'm not gonna sit on here and play with you. I'm not gonna do none of that. No. For what? Because then I'm gonna have to keep dealing with it. You gonna call me next month and say the same thing. Like, even you heard what my baby said, get rid of that nigga. She 20, about to be 22, was in a 5-year relationship. And I told her, I said, look now, I stay out your business, but this needs to end. He's sucking the life out of you, baby girl. I don't even see the joy in my baby face no more. This nigga he needs to leave. That nigga gonna tell me, you ain't in this relationship. I said, and you ain't about to be in it either. You don't understand. I didn't let you slide this long. Hello? Yeah, it's her choice, but I'm about to break down the harsh truth to this little girl about what's going on. And I've been holding my peace, trying to help your raggedy tail get better, but I see your mama ain't talk. Did I tell you I told his mama? Did. Did. Because, baby, I ain't got a chance to talk to you, and I'm sad that it's when they on they outs. But, yeah, let me tell you about your raggedy son. And, hey, sister, and let me tell you what you didn't do. And then I guess she thought I was trying to be funny, so my other daughter got on the phone and was like, nah, because, yeah, you didn't do it. And that's your only one and you didn't do nothing? You didn't even have a house full like me. You got one, and you still didn't do your damn job. He ain't about to suck the life out of my baby. I told him, nigga, I don't care if I gotta move down here. You're gonna leave. It's time for you to go. Now. You need to get on up out of here, sir. Let her go live her, and she's so much happier now. My baby, y'all seen her. She was smiling and cheesing and thicker than 1,000. Hair pretty, skin clearing up. No, get this nigga out of here. You, like I told my daughter, I said, look, his mama didn't teach him nothing, so he expecting you to do what they did. He's expecting you to take over his mama and his grandma role. Absolutely not. I did not work this hard. No. That won't be going on. Not with as much of stuff as I put down in you, and you gonna waste it with this nigga? No. Nope. Mm-mm. He gotta go. She was already tired anyway, but you gotta go, sir. You was sucking the life out of my daughter. And some people, they be jealous of their kids, so they'll tell their kids to go back to them. Ain't no way in hell. You said you can't raise grown kids. And it's sad because she really, baby. I taught my kids about life. They were not going to be a burden to nobody. Do you hear me? I did not want my kids to be a burden to anyone. They gonna know how to cook, clean, pay their own bills, problem solve, understand community. Because a lot of people raising selfish, spoiled kids, and that make it hard for people that gotta be in a relationship with them, thinking they gonna put them first the way that you did. I'm not your mother. What? You always put yourself first and expect me? No. And I didn't raise my kid because my kids gonna take care of whoever around them. They friends. They gonna make sure they friends straight. They gonna make sure, but people take advantage of that. And then I'm sorry, these piss po mamas and daddies ain't teaching their kids. They don't know how to do nothing. They don't know how to fill out insurance papers. They don't know how to fill out an apartment application. They don't know how to do nothing. But they can run around and use their body parts all day. They know how to sling them around. They know how to twerk. They know how to throw that ass in a circle. Excuse my language. They know how to do all of that. But baby, ask them how to problem solve. They don't know. Ask them how to do a budget for the month, they don't know. And you talking about you want to be in a relationship, go sit down somewhere. You need to be in a relationship with learning how to pay bills on time. I know that's right. I would have pulled up on her too, girl, and got on the phone, girl. I called her, and then she called me back, talking about why am I getting in kids' business? They not kids, they grown, but your son ain't about to keep sucking my daughter dry. You need to come get him. Well, this is my daughter's third apartment. This is his first, honey. She don't need a mama. She got one. My kids have to tell people all the time. They think because I'm not where they are. You see what I'm saying? Like, people think because I'm not where my daughters are, I don't live in the state with them. Nigga, I left when my daughter was 17 and she graduated high school, worked a full-time job because I put that in her. Folks be trying to wait till their kids is 15 and 16 and teach them about life. Baby, it's too late. I didn't spoil my kids. I taught them about life. And I don't mean spoil as in they got stuff that they wanted, but I wasn't doing all that. No. Because then you're going to be a headache for somebody else. No. No. My son just said it today. He like, Mom, it's crazy how people I know, like, they don't know how to do nothing. We're about to be 30 and they don't know how to do nothing. Like, they couldn't live without their parents. If their parents died, they would lose it. They don't even know how to put a sticker on their damn car. What? And you talking about getting married and giving your parts to somebody? Keep them. Look, all my kids are here with me in my one bedroom because they lights off. They leave a light on in here, I say. That's why you build high 3-4 kids, G babies. I taught them, baby. My kids already know. I'm yelling, turn them lights out. People don't teach their kids about community. I told y'all, if one kid has some clothes in the washer, come get your clothes. No, put them in the dryer. You're going to have to wash somebody else's clothes if you become a parent. Put them in the dryer. They not my clothes. I don't care. If you going to put your stuff in the washer and somebody else's stuff is in there, you don't get to set their stuff up there wet. You put it in the dryer. If somebody else's stuff is already in the dryer, put that stuff on top of the dryer, put that person's stuff in the dryer, and put your stuff in the washer. Because when you have kids, that's what you're going to have to do. You see that baby got up and cooked. She didn't just get up and cook for herself like my ex-husband, who was the oldest person in the house. She said, Mom, how many pieces of chicken do you want? She made her sister some chicken, and she made her some chicken. Now, I'm going to tell you what's real crazy. Hey, he said, my mother does that when I try to teach my kids. She will take them and say, come, I will do it, and go off, saying I don't want to do anything for them. I know, oh, you got your mama and my mama sound so much alike. That's so crazy. So when I went in there when she made that food, right, she made 6 pieces of chicken, 6 thighs, and then I go look at my pot, and I'm like, she didn't divide the Brussels sprouts. Like, it's some over here and some over here, but there's a section that's gone. I said, you divided up these. She said, Mom, that's what you used to do. She said, so everybody gets an even portion. She's about to be 22. I haven't lived in the house with her for 4 years, going on 5. But they still doing what I put into them to do to make sure everybody gets an even cut of whatever is there. Do you hear me? So when I came here and I told y'all, okay, we might not be able to do all with whatever God sends in here. Every single month, we're going to give out what we can, but we have to make sure that everybody gets some. Just know that didn't start here. That started with my kids. Well, actually before my kids, with my nieces and nephews and cousins and stuff, but especially when I had my kids. You know how one mama got a favor so they get that kid more? No, everybody gets even. We gonna divide it up. If it's 10, everybody get a little bit. That's what it is. Scripture popping up off the page, train your child up in the way that they should go, and it will not depart. The the part. It won't. And that's not always saying they're going to do it, like, every single time. But it be in their mind. When they go out, all the stuff I used to tell them about when I went to the club, make sure you can see the door. Make sure you sitting, like, in a corner with the wop. Don't get drunk. Watch your drink. Don't set your drink down. If you do, get it up. Don't be drinking out nobody else's bottles, this, that, and that. They do all of that. They do how I moved in the club, they move in the club. They not in the club pissy drunk, falling out, fighting, don't know what's going on. No, we're not doing that. Hey, Nisi Poo. They don't do none of that. They always gonna have a designated driver. You see, somebody gonna have a drink. My daughter told me, she was like, Mom, we had a mixed drink while we was there, but we got water before, because they had to be there early, so they got their drink at 6, 7 o'clock. The concert was over at 11. They didn't ate at their, did everything, so they was sober driving home. And she was like, we didn't have nothing but one drink, so, Don't be going nowhere being out of it. What is wrong with you? You can't afford that. Because some stuff you can't come back from. God forbid you driving drunk and hit somebody and kill somebody. You can't come back from that. Some situations, if you hadn't been drunk, you could have got out of the situation. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't just be leaving with random people because they talking about we going over here to have a good time. Absolutely not. Be smart. Don't do it. Even my son, same thing with him. Just because a little girl trying to throw you her snatch, you ain't got to take it. You need to wonder why she trying to throw it at you. You a prize, son. And don't let nobody tell you you're not. He was my first, so I know it worked with him. You hear me? You do not have to be giving yourself to every girl just because she like you. You don't. It's always going to be, excuse my language, another vagina around. You don't got to chase it. Please don't. And that boy still ain't got no kids or nothing to this day. He didn't get his first girlfriend until he was like 19 or 20. He was like, and still ain't really worried about no girl. He like, Mom, I'm trying to get my money. I'm not worried about no girlfriend. He said, I am trying to get my money. You hear me? I taught my kids differently. I still need to teach them more. I was one of those kids my mom didn't want to let go. She did not prepare me for the real world. I was unprepared for the real world then. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I used to be living kind of fast when I was younger. I was moving around a lot. I didn't know if I was going to be alive or not, because niggas be trying to take me up the game up crazy stuff, trying to stalk me up crazy. So, just in case a nigga succeeded, or my mama, one of the two, and took me on up out of here, I was like, I need these kids to be okay. You said unprepared here too. See, and that's I'm not saying that against y'all, but that's why I told y'all by the time my kids was 4, they knew how to cook something. They knew how to sort clothes. They knew how to clean up. I taught them the most basic style to comb their hair, because people act like we know what day we gonna die. We don't. You said you told your kids if they can't take care of themselves, they're not ready to take care of a child. I don't know, because I was 16 when I had my son, and I did it. I don't think that could be your thing, but it made me get up even, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I was 16 when I had my son. He's 28 now, and he be counseling folks 2 and 3 times his age. But I get what you're saying. I don't know. Sometimes people have kids and it grows them up. But you need to know how to. You do. You need to know how to take care of yourself. You do. But sometimes, some people, God gives them children to make them understand life. Now, whether they choose to try to understand it or not, you were 16 too? Yeah. As soon as I got pregnant with my son, I mean, I wasn't even really living wild though. When I got pregnant with my son, I was a one hitter quitter. I was not trying. Nah, I wasn't a one hitter quitter, but I got pregnant the first time. A raggedy dog. He was trying to trap me. Raggedy dog. It's a serial reproducer. I was raising my siblings. My mama had my first little brother when I was 10. And then she had 5 more after that. That part. Yeah. My mom was always at work, so yeah. Basically raised me and my little brother. And then I was an auntie at 7 or 8. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm about to go to bed, y'all. Or at least try to lay down before that grandbaby get up. Today's probably going to be a long day. I don't know what time. I might not get on here till 5 o'clock because if she wake me up, I'm going to be up until they get ready to leave. And then I'm going to lay down and take me a nap because grandma been running around. She be like, come on, lay down. Go sit down. We played cooking and all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely going to need a real nap. And I ain't used to nobody sleeping in my bed. I'm not used to that. And her mama in there. And both of them sleep well. So I've been sleeping on the edge of the bed because she got the middle making an H and her mama on the other side on the wall. I got to be by the side where I can go pee. Yes. You just got on a treadmill? Girl, listen. I seen you been on there working. Keep it up, Niecy Poo. Auntie been doing a little something around here. I've been stretching and walking at nighttime, just trying to get myself. You said I'm cute for grandma. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Grandmas can be cute. No, I'm playing. Listen, you said I got you halfway through a 16-hour shift. Yeah, that's why I'm about to go. I'm about to go because she going to be up in a minute. I might have 4 hours before she get up. She going to say, Mama, Mama, Mama. No, she calls me Mama. Mama. Lord Jesus, this baby's country. Mama, Mama. Yes, Mama. It was supposed to be Sugama. I don't know where she got Mama from. Mama. Listen, it sure is, Frida. Because, baby, I'm tired. You hear me? Listen, baby, for all my older folks that got little babies, I'm going to pray for y'all. If you're over 40 and you have a kid under 5, I'm going to pray for you. I know y'all tired. I know you is. You said just jumped in and say hi. Hey, got literally. You said got one that just literally turned 1 year old. How old are you, Reyes? Memoirs are so fun. Wait a minute. How old are you? And you got a 1-year-old? Oh, it's your first grand. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant your baby. I was about to say, oh, no. I was about to feel sorry for you. Right. Grandma's cool. Because we can send them back. Oh, okay. You said you had your 4. Okay. I was thinking that you were saying that you're 50 with a 1-year-old. I was about to say, poor baby. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, good job on the baby, but not 50. You said I got about 2 months before I have my little one. But you look, Cameron, you look young. You all look young. I'm talking about over 40 with a 1-year-old. It'd be a little different. I could not imagine having a 1-year-old right now at 45. I would cry. I'd be. I ain't knocking nobody to do, but I would be sad right now. Because I'm old. I'm tired. I'm too tired. She be wearing me out. Baby, I be needing a nap. 26. Oh, you still a good age. Oh, Cameron, you still a good age. You still a good. 26 is still good. You said not trying to have any at 34. Mari, you need one. Hurry. Mari said, I'm still not trying to have none at 34. No, Mari, you need to hurry. Chop, chop. You said I would lose all my marbles. I'm trying to tell you. Come on. You got to get one. You and my son. He said, Mom, no, not having any kids. The world is ended. Or something like that. He was like, the world is crazy. You said access denied. That's what my son said too. My auntie didn't have her first kid until she was like 40 something. My son was 17 when her son was being born. Her first kid. And I already had, my kids was almost grown. My son was 17. My daughter was 15. 12 and 11 or 10, something like that. You said, I thought I wanted a couple, but it's too much. It's nothing wrong with kids. Kids are amazing. I'm going to tell you, kids are, even if you don't have anybody to share them with, because people act like just because you get married or just because you're out together, anything can happen. That's what your cousin said, this part. Listen. Oh, my son. Yeah, he's like, I'm cool. But, I mean, kids are beautiful. Like, I love my grandkids. I love my kids, too. And even though I didn't have them when other people said I should have had them, I love my kids. And they changed my life. They did. And they still change my life every day. Kids are amazing. They do humble you, Frida. They sure do. They sure do. They make you a better person if you allow it. You never know how much you can love another human until you have a child. That's true. Or at least be a parent too. Because sometimes you don't have to birth those children. You know? I've been parents to kids that I didn't have to birth, and I love them as much as I love my kids. And labored in love for them too. You know? So, anyway, y'all, I'm about to go. I'll be talking to y'all all night, and then she'll be up, and I'm going to be walking around looking like a zombie. Because I ain't had no sleep really in the last 3 days. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go. You have godchildren, right? And you can love them just as much. I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. Because I'm getting woozy.